na ojefo bosome na yewomi ne da etoso aduonu enan afi empinu aduonu enum mame say Monday February 24 2025 time just about approaching 20 minutes past 1 na me man ti dwumadi a yede bre mo me amidi ho chia me from ADAKABRI Mamudu Osioma na production no proudly sponsored by Panyini Kwadwo Damiado Majeri Osei Ajiman Eboni Chidom Nana Kwe free ye and was service mrante kwano emienu na technical production abna frema abankro nana ya safo baby anya obi anyankopon ehwe no esota na chi na fei ye de aseda so ade ama engineering team na engineering team no achu agbo worker batia kwa nana jare nana buaje na adasankroma obi sin din ne ye unique ye sanemra ne se sempro nothing yet to us so so nyamfa aseda emfa emma facilities team no so no big solo and na dada and na Godfred your friend you brana one so na face so ye de yaw na face so no Sami na DJ Bosco na Milson so ya sanmra ne se tete na yehunu ba bia de fufuo beko akwa ene ne san ene yetena ase a ensam no dooso chicha kakra ewo ho de bokrata ani mu nsam pampen no so afitin anopa no yebesan etemu biem na fe yasan ahwe ensam da woni say arrest and interrogation by state security agencies of politically exposed person of previous government, suggestive of criminal conduct, say, arrest and interrogation by state security agencies of politically exposed persons of previous government, suggestive of criminal conduct, say, enipa bia no omowa abandadamu ene abanfofra ben se ye frɛ etunsa frɛ wo mo si achi yempo ne yetoto ya no eno kyerɛ sɛ wo mo ayebɔne bia etia ɔman no ana se na wo abanfo dada no mu aban no yakoto aba abanfofro ede aba ai na fe no abanfofro no baaye no ena nipa ne bia wo mu no ye eyeden etunsa frɛ wo mo ye kyiribie ni etoto wo ma no na eba ne sa na wubusa se kyerɛ sɛ waye bɔne bi atia ɔman no ana yɛbɛhwɛ na ya dwendwene ɛho ɔse more cases of galamsey operatives attacking and harming journalists. Where is help and support? Ɔse more cases of operatives, galamsey operatives attacking and harming journalists. Where is help and support? Say ene galamsey emun sensem say journalists for nanu City FM journalists. Yakwachi no akodu futufu no. Eye multimedia journalists. Eye ohini mi tewia yakwa akodu futufu no. Erastus Asaredonko yakwa akodu futufu no. Ubusa say sa journalists for no mo pese oman mahunu de ekoso ewo gura mu honom no. Teni pa bi tu fam agudie na ye dufu sa esentrafo no na ehene fampo na emua be free beba ma wani so na wahwe bepo no oba Kristi michiawo enu nti ensem ada ho a ye bedwendwene ho eno no gusuna tie neat 100.9 FM na sabre ye hwe newspaper publications no enimu nsem pampen
na nani ahode ebafo empo emabunu bi ebre ewo anim nanso eni yade biara wo no mekanfo Optovision Eye Clinic ediamao Optovision Eye Clinic provides diagnosis and world-class affordable treatment for all eye diseases including glaucoma, cataract, any yade ahodo pi dia yasronko kra ne se Optovision Eye Clinic, where quality designer space, a hood webe fatal, send me a penny biara. It is a when ya, and answer when you want the other form, and answer who person who are dear year. Unim baby as a over. Optovision Eye Clinic.
Call us on 0553 270806 or WhatsApp on 0558 517556. Opto Vision Eye Clinic.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibian so beri ni waware ni a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. Udan kwanu tumu ho. Me be mo anu so hye kura dia ka ho. Uhade e wapi ho. Ukasa batete e da fom ho. This way chocolate drink.
Catch up a baba wari.
Asew.
Ye fear say this way chocolate drink ya sorry anopa no ne yenom. Ye be chef fridge nom no say snack. Ye nya hoho anu ne de serve wo mo. Ye didi wie ne ye pebibia bogu ya de so a. This way chocolate drink ne yenom. And this way no ti anu a, he se kire wom, koko wom, brick wom, bibia wom, ade wo hia ni so hye.
This way chocolate drink.
De wo hia ani so hye.
FDA ahwehwe say adwede nkratoe mo agye atum say eye.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Nix 100.9 FM so any and time just about gone 26 minutes past 1. Na me man tijume die na yede ebremo. Me man tijume die yede ebremo no me am di ho chia me from ADAKABRI Mahmudu Osioma. Da bakrata awodo no ayensa aka no ene. Yanhwe animu nsem pampen no. Chicha kakra so ewo ho na interview so kakra etoa so. Empenifo so ba betena se Benjamin Isari of the New Patriotic Party, Joshua Sikanate of the National Democratic Congress, Richard Suma of the Movement for Change, and so honoma or meba betranse na yadwindwini ensem Daily Graphic na odi emfonini President John Dramani Mahama na ochia Reverend Dr. Dogbe Baptist of Upanyini na osan chairman of the Christian Council of Ghana and omo echia na say President shift gears in Galamsey fight. Excavator seizure replaces burning. And odiabano. Ene Ghana mampanyini. Or say, Galamsey sa ye to one suano. And ye chile excavator noa. Na excavator ye taking inventory. Niat ye CC. Na yen sheno. Ena odiaba. As a decade of irregularities in public institutions. 99.57 billion Ghana cedis lost to state. And or say inyumekuo ahodo na yantoto yesi kasam emu yie. And wamama or mino etimi aboka billion no mako aduokron kron achiripo aduonum enson. And or a graphic at their brain. Nigerian Times. And what they Fonini Ora Paul Ajay, administrator of Get Fund, or say, funding education infrastructure. We must not rely solely on Get Fund. Was it Senadie Ora Paul Ajay? Say in a year pesicadi aquashe additional ane muadaya yesisieno. I say and sese ye dear re eshe a year Get Fund no pemu. get fund one koto de ami antibia onya den enya bi emfa nkonkoma wo mo it get fund no de je se obi akoto de na otie VAT na otia get fund levy no otia national health insurance levy ansa na enya bi de akoma wo mo ye de ni to no nko aso a o se enya de a ebetimi ahayen o se levy 0.5% on diaspora remittances to fund senior high school. I say, omaima any addition wa brochire. Wani ko Emma your friend say your kokos adisika ekwa mane abusuafo. Na omo mane ko ani asache omu sika ne bi. Osisankie de wahamu nchichemu hwe echiripo enum edito so say sika bia wode mane wo maame wo papa wo nua ba abusuafo ede bre wo mesin ede bre senka ye teso sa 0.5% no enanka ya ring fence no ede akọ education mu a sebiaku taso so otewa utimika se beso meteko ka ho bi ene ye de school so Ghana inti meka mo mamenka osi Ghana Immigration Service intercepts cocoa concealed in 1,115 gallons. Sanka gallons so de sebiaku ye de nsuo na nkedi gumu. Ye de nsuo ana kerosene ana petroleum products na edigumu. We die wasi cocoa ya o ene ya hye no eye grawa mu ma gallon no ya hye de ma to ye kotone edi and Immigration Service for actually wo mo. The Inquisitor or say SML sues Manessa, demands 21 million in damages. The company Yefrewomo Strategic Mobilization Limited and na Manessa Azuri, investigative journalist. Ocean dear our Harvard University. Ufrikete krachi atutoma bedroom crime akwa GIG. Ne papa watchman ni so watimi atoto ne mawiremu e de ahwe ne ba free bongo ton e de ba krache abedun kran na de ekoso wo ma we mu a ono de ode na so to fam no hwehwe mu a etia wo ma we no ko fresu wo mu contract na contract no omo yo madwuma Ministry of Finance na hwe etoto tia yenka na branche ya kwatworo no ma bi ema atija se no ma bi omo ye no etia wo man no ama Ghana mampanyina no ho sa abre na nado dan kwakufu ado ade ekura kwakoma ahinefo Price Waterhouse School persana ama wo mu hwehwe mu ma ho report emu nsam ade bai anei usantie special prosecutor Kisia Jaben wano so say eno ma num no wo gina so se wo hwehwe kenefo podata no sa SMLE enso so eka ho bi sade wosi toto no no ma adwuma ye sika revenue protection so amani nya sika so amani nya sika eka ubi enu ope na ya kuntunkunku atoto na no a ye sori ye yanka bi nhemu a eni se Inquisitor bekan SML no say wono wasu Manassa Azure na Manassa Azure enkonkoto ketekrachi ajapadie nyinada enkoto bongo ajapadie nyinada enton giaje ajapadie nyinada enton Harvard ajapadie no mfa sika poli million aduonu ebaako in damages. Hey, Manassa. Na we can say ni. Was in Anapoku. Why neba? Why nana? Matu boku prempe. Odru Kenya. Anadu akasa na Abuja. Ena Baumia Swakasa. Ena Napozo kasa. Today, ena ode ebaye. Today no ode a mema makun a 9. And what do mufoni ede ato ha say was say Sam Jonah reiterates political witch hunt in bank closures. The Equania Abanya ene woni aban mu biem MPP aban no ofa so ede toto enkrofo bank mu no papa kwesi ndom ona da hai enakra ne birthday captain Amuaben ene ne birthday ni asabebrebe. But these 73 years, no one fair and I was and a Dr. Quabrado for Sikampe de day. One more and a way. Now, someone that when you say, ɔmo bank no ɛkwan a aban a ɔtwa mu ɛfa so de tutu mu no ɛntwa yie ɛyɛ Sam ɛyɛ Jonah ɛna wɔka no ɛsɛ yie. Catholic Bishops back National Education Forum ɛyɛ Roma asɔfoɔ Catholic Bishop Conference ɔmo say see education yɛbɛhwɛ ne yɛsi nkonnwa ne adwendwene ho a ɔmo nyinaa ɔmo so ɔmo foa so. Daily Guide akwankyerɛfoɔ no wɔse NIB targets MPP big wigs, arrest Amiyawa Akumfi, invites Abronye. Ɔse Professor Amiyawa Akumfi bɛma pɛɛfɛ wahene ba ɛna ekura wɔ sonson no ho dwene ne ho ɛna ɔse National Investigation Bureau for akɔfa no na ɛna ekura se yɛkasa deɛ wabɛfie asatenra no a na Abronye pambafo ɔno so yato nsa ɛde afrɛ no. Kwabena Japan loses mom. Kwabena Japan ɛna ɛyɛ ne maame kyesa ne papa ye ɛna ne maame wafiri mu na Kwabena ayɛ mmɔbɔ. Kwabena due wate ai ɔno ne abrante a ne maame pa ne papa ye ɔfa wɔn nyinaa sɛ ne maame no yɛ mienu wanto ɔma jeje mu ɛma mienu ni nyinaa ɔno mo tena kama. Kwabena Japan, former General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, and a nini a free way. Soldier killed, 6 others injured in armored car accident. A year soldier for one more armor plated vehicle. I was slim, and it's a Niakonia Aquentia. I'm a soldier niba Akwu, Ensia, and a prepra. The new publisher. Amiyawa Akumfi and Osunoba detained. Say Professor Amiyawa Akumfi die and yaka ho asem. Na Osunoba or deputy national service director in charge of operations and onon so no nimfoni bahai. Osi Afenyomakin denies using 50 military convoy escort. Kamina Afenyomakin minority leader and was say enya no kwada. Say woni asoja for etete shemu mako eye duonum ana eye abrantekwa otemuo ene yede ne kɔ ɔti bibia saa eni ho. Fear and panic gripped former appointees who is next to be arrested. Ɔse eye ehu ene eye ahopopo ɛna aba nipa bia na ɔmo wɔ abandada no mu na obusa sɛ kwan na ɛtɔ eye hwehwemu Uni awaya boni ane no ka bibi. Uni boni ane de ane yehwe. Wase state security being used to fight MPP. Eye nanabi national organizer na eka ne say ye. Aja odwene no ho. Na last rally NDC for kokoye na Madina. Na Ghana mampanyini say John Dramani Mahama. Wase ye ba ye be kire nanabi. Nanabi su na esa ne nkwan. The publisher Ghanaian publisher, Ose Mahama's Education Forum ploy to mutilate free senior high school in Tim Fodjo. A former education minister, Tofu John in Tim Fodjo, was say Education Forum. No, I say no. Or say a Kwambia John Dramani Mahama, Waba Faswa, na a free senior high school no. Waba Betty Muse swine, as soon swine more. You are the buyer, no. Nilante Vanderpool Health Ekufu Ados Drip. A district road infrastructure project and a district road improvement project. I seen another danko Ekufu and a kofa baye. Nene, John Dramani Mahama went chum and was saying Nilante Vanderpool. Anko na onkoye day. Onkoye penny ewo. Na VRA ladies, retirees, pledge support for new acting chief executive. Aye, Water River Authority man no. Engineer for nyina from administrator for from charter secretary for from even tea ladies from any one year adwuma viara yakwa ahomgiem omo nyina so omo kabo mu a omo tie engineer Kanzo achi papa. The new crusading guide. Or see the 4 of Atu Asian. Lawyer reveals top secret. And then the Uba Humodine, now you were Juma, Atu Asian, yet Nakwa is a care de man, no, as went to me and find in a Juma, and you didn't call court, and your child born was met here, Utia beer went to me and Tianina, and in Nakwa, and now one day no cry aquaform, na the lawyer, and never can be. Let the word you man wash you. Word you man wash you, papa. Omoba, almost word you man in your better, what's a member Monton in net, or Mamonton in China, your better critical and beside you. And somewhere I did a Ghana near. New Gapoha Director General calls for discipline among staff. Tojani, and the Adina a year Ghana Post and Harbour Authority. Now I know, and I was a moment discipline, and yet the Abaya, in near him, our Gapoha. And all kind of children. Daily Dispatch. Or 44 of our forest reserves under siege by armed illegal miners. 9 no longer under state control. Lands Ministry. Or say obuso. Say a year kwaye brentuo ahodoɔ ɛwɔ man mu ha sei no. A year aduanan Wasi say an akwa di adomfo bi ho. Ahwana. Ne munkunum podie. E munkunum podie. Eni o mining some say. Lands Minister and workers asibu say. Bawumia should not be dropped. Kufuor and Akufo-Addo did not win in their first attempts. MP and a worker say ye. Na MP. Your friend is saying, Frank, I'm not done pre. And I say, Dr. Muhammad Bawumia. Mayan Kasi and San Fani Mebim. Na John Kufuor. Oko 96. Anye Yamano. 98. MPP sad nearby. And you better about the man. Wasina Nadu Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Oko 98 anye yamano. No oko 2007 na ye mano. Na Ghana fuan tuaba man 2008. 2010 wasan koy ma Ghana for MPP for tuaba mano. Wasan by Ghana for 2012 woman tuaba mano. Wasan koy 2014 and MPP for san tuaba mano. 2016 a tosom prensa and odi nkunim. Anunti Dr. Muhammad Bawumia me enye ntwene anodom pray ko na eye osafo mafu committee report of 2020 na eye okwe report enya medri but oseche mensa report of 2024 efa de course asante okenkan wie no ba masa interviews we e de aba na wadwene eye o committee no ho wadwene eye o party no ho nana obribu ahen ena yene no betwe nkomo yi. Were a qualified and practicing lawyer of good standing over 35 years. Were Trump Supreme Court Mpoma Nkodi Chief Justice and Keye. Wasan so a former Minister of State at the Ministry for the Interior. Now our private practice. Now a year head of chambers and Sunyami changes chambers. I will Sunyai Business District mono. Nana obribu ahiyamwaha.
Yeah, Major so ADAKABRI.
Nana na wi an what is saying?
Oh, nyame adawo.
Waye. Na no kwasi ada nopa. Emo no nsia. Na Professor Ameya Wakumfi odampam na nkwada entimi ankobo ne dan amfre no na nkwada send the message da. Security agency be about says omu free National Investigation Bureau. Say ye ba be pew. And ja prof. Oye na ho boa. And na wo ba ye. O friend wo fa ase ba akon. And obo ne lawyer so amane. Omo frɛ from omo lawyer for. And na omo nyina call ye. Say National Investigation Bureau omo national headquarters. Na ye de ne call ye. Ye de ne call ye so Panyini no kura wo pɛ no woni ha o ka ukudi regional headquarters inti yesan ba papa ya bomo esan de no call regional headquarters wo papa ni nan kura no ye ne yakakra ma ne nantie no kura no style bi sa ahode no kofom yakoya na fe de lawyer fo ibai na lawyer fo ibai ya tutu papa ya no be se dolhwede 9 ya tutu papa ya no se wono wana na wo public procurement na eye sika ya de koye sky train ni asia de $3 billion na yayimu eye $2 million aye kan finance ministry na akoyie yana na ya kuntunkurunkun ne nkrofo ya na ayie na wo ye de ba se so sin ye san nkrofo ye ne omo ba ye adwuma wa okay nti wo na ye totowa no eye donhwede nan ye wie ye bill application nana lawyer fo enu binimu na wo se nana hema de nanu betumu bie ekoya kodu vice president ne president ho ansa na kokurai ye kase kofie na nadwuo ya nana ye kase no womra me execute bail bond no nana ye buso investigating, arresting, interrogating politically exposed person are suggestive of criminal conduct to be on their part na
Oh, ADAKABRI, so what could make it offense? An investigation in but let me be very honest. Me, edu baby, na me stand na one. NDP for be intimate masia, NDP for be so intimate masia. Edu baby, this country Ghana, we need to be very careful. And now your NPP time, or to make killing panopa, or Chilabaya NDC time, or also Bakasa make killing panopa. This term has continued for so many years, even going back to the days and young for more part. That is the 1990s. If you look at Rawlings after the 81 revolution, 82, 83, targeted, selected people are now perceived to be the Dankwa Dombu Buziais, what they went through. Even properties were even confiscated. And Osha in command now. Omans of Fata during the revolutionary era. That is the Dankwa, Dombo, Buzia group, they suffered. Fast forward, a twice as now. 1392, no. Yatwa Bama, John Rollins, one who is because now I owe one and network. In 2000, a similar thing happened. And also, yet the case now, NDC for be no BIA say. And I said that, look, some of these things, we need to be very careful. A minimum we have, a minimum, a minimum. In 2 ways, take your government to a coffar and celebrate. But make item, make an than a personal cabin. And that was in 2009. And sorry, I see no more about the Pecan bank. And we went through these things. I remember as a mob watching, no many years to quite. As a mob watching, no many years to quite. Airport. Now, on some case in Uncle could you be an instant? Charles Locumbo be started. The same every miniature to be crowned and by then 2016 we went through the similar. People also endured some of these things. And I've been saying that every serious African because and the Ebania, as a semi-chill in answer, or China Ebania, a semi-chill in answer kakra. And so opportunity to bar, you who said, could be a because of a different cost.
Nane, Yabamu Akonya, but Yama basic facts be deal with the basic facts.
I can be back profit.
That was what was put to you.
Okay. Prof, Amla Kufi, Prof, Wajipini, a well-known character, academia, business show, is a royal, open one. I just got now to come no say, Prof, is now ADAKABRI. Professor Kufi Amiya, the way I know him, he has been Obama. Prof will honor them.
In fact, it was acknowledged within the confines of the NIB, say, or a gentleman.
Prof Ba, Nanka will take in his security. Admit him to self-recognizance. Admit him to self-recognizance. Whenever that. Ya chino na cover na yese ya meeting to be. It is not getting a good image of the country Ghana. So when I make ADAKABRI, put it ADAKABRI.
Mitio Papa Panana.
And can operator, OSP issue bench warrant. So there's actually a very brilliant and a nice article. Why not Mia Cooper? I wish that I catch a phobia in Vienna.
So, Nana, the idea of over 75-year-old na yehiano ni role ewo chairmanship of the Public Procurement Authority and as investment fund, the chairmanship of that investment fund hunti na uhiano a anopa no nsia kwasiada.
Adekase kwasiada ADAKABRI Jordan ho. Kwasiada Jordan ho. Now you look at Prof and his pedigree and his reputation. Now, mama self-recognizance builder. Self-recognizance builder.
Initially, it was something akin to the self-recognized bill until say, I've heard the idea. Sir, I didn't baby in the free bar. Yes, a call be free baby, but say, yen detain overnight. I've heard that say telephone calls from family members, telephone calls from a political party, colleagues, telephone call from astute lawyers. To the highest power of the land, President. I say, on connection. I want Samra.
ADAKABRI, would you say? The way idea as a could do my pregnant. The way idea as a do my pregnant budget. Sometimes, if you look at some of these things, then Africa, your institutions, every entry.
Institutions to say, Nana, what was so better for more? Na a public procurement investment fund, asemia a causeway. Time of finance ministry ko yisi kanokwana na papa kokorekwano onukano onya way. And then it will be found in minutes. So say he was even opposed to that project Noah. And they, you know. How would Ghanaians even know? The private comments were not just be opposed to that project. Now, if you can't go ye kurano, young country, no, and him no political parties are it do be omu actions, any inactions. It may do how Edebre a year in Nipano jointly and severally.
ADAKABRI, I want to know. Minko Kabi, Nanko Khan, no better answer. No better someone to try. Minko Kabi. Because this project here, okay, who are feeding Me ka se mi obri bu ahe. Enya dia bi a meka ho asampo ne ma support. Because train no kura nam from keteke no kura nam from. Ni etin ye wie se. Ni etin ye adwuma se. Na wako ka se keteke a emfa wi. Keteke emfa wi. Just let's come back to profit. You see, the position of the law is so also suspect is why BPA, a mere suspicion, and therefore he's innocent. His age, his pedigree. I mean, BPA will just admit the person to self-recognizance. But no, I remember MDC time now. Before 2016, my lawyer attached I was handling the case. Now, you put an attached to handle man. Lawyer, a successful businessman. And I see Kabi Codino home. No, yes, sir. Juma Mayan. As a cemetery, and somehow, Medodiana. Near to Omakoro attachment. I'm a police form. Attachment, a parliament, and this is a move. Or I'm got to attach. It took a lot of people. No, they were more a Japan, a co advocate attachment to be.
No, what can you say? Ya? No, time and net chachuchi kata what ya saw them because ya da, ya cocoa chili no. And also, no man.
Oh, but Mamma,
And a branch and watch at work. Because the whole political class, any more attitude, any cavalier security agencies, and you should say by order from above. One order from above. None of you.
I'm back. Omuka say make I say you better Ganaka kwambia so na Ganaka no na be because committee now me ya omuhwe say I had opportunity na me read I read the committee's recommendation until me say omobeya Ganaka no I now Ganaka voter register therefore and I'm a coca. No, I'm a coca as a lawyer. No, because no, I said, don't get young as a woman and master. Namso, Naso, because sunlight, master, or register as a woman. Master, or because tech, or seller, and he will abate the minister of a bully pack. ADAKABRI, I said, you, master, auditions will step, or because sunlight. Master or Cotrain to be Master or be Babbe Salano. And yet, also you are better than nuisance of the book. At some way, I make a do the MVP Tamu. The Tosmith lodge a complaint to the police. Do you know, sir? The police invited, they took a statement and they detained me. They didn't admit you to serve a cognizance. Obina Bailey. Anti-Pitamo, but what is her name? ADAKABRI, yes. I don't mean something contract and can be a misdemeanor. And a misdemeanor. So look, the whole institution, as I said,
Tinana, Ubebusa say, National Investigative Bureau. One year investigation be in this instance SkyTrain and yes the $3 billion ebe ye na yakoyi mu $2 million as abre we say there aye net liability as a yaboka and say yen sentiment kasa no se enu hunti oh yes investigation na kokochira me yakumfia are they obliged say was at least one day short test statement Emma Ghana for na such that Obin Quadrin say a persecution, na a real prosecution, and it be a possibly Yarian wants Macana.
Yes, I'm not need to be extra careful because I'm here confused. Or chance a bit me. A chance a bit me. Now, Yeah, not Professor. His age, his pedigree, his recognition. Maybe now we give him a self-recognition bit. And also just like a crocodile man, and I'm a penny. Why can I come in? And then here in this country, I'm talking about things going on in South Africa and then DR. We sit here. You should move. Now I'm here. Okay. Then you see. Wabobra. Or you're responsible. Or you're something. Obegan. Now, so just a binum fret. I could do my penny.
If na we no political class ye kan obi a minister say no be a minister nra. Na minister for no wo take actions bia. Ya na omo ye oblivious of the fact say they may create challenges other ministers jointly and separately may be held liable in the case of Amiakumfidi ya can say or ye ko isika no onyina ho no onyina bonkum onyina nipa mo ana na munim omo amo no makoye o makwan awie eso ba ye no over 75-year-old one na esopa ennei obi kura ye minister admonition bi wo ho edema wo mo efa wo mo discharge of duties ana.
Yeah, we need to be careful. And one would say in Sueto, Nanchere, in Sueto, Nku Esperen Channel, in Sueto, Nku Esperen Channel, no chance of a riadabo. Now one shot in chance to so best in Kuto. So what the Benami Bunante?
Set him.
Say ya meno katen in Sueto. Enti Nkuto or 7 channel or 7 or green channel or channel so in the other bucket one in channel so obehuru Nkuto. Number and ato abdako. Let us all in unison so Tanya Mano any sense of the past.
And no baby as a CIA hwehwe say JJ Rollins ekoye John Kofuo bai eno ma bi ko so na me hwe ye no edu ba bi na John Kofuo baby advice ni free bai no men focus so much on JJ Rollins na hwe ne ja legacy bi ye bi magana fo mfa nkayo eno nti anko de kese sa John Kofuo ekoye Professor Mills ebaye nipa ni bisusu ye no mudi the late Kwabena wayo ni Kwabena J
so many ways to tell that.
And Professor Mills chire susu no John Dramani Mahama ebeto aso and also so 2016 MPP for baye and no man because we bini Kachuchi Katadia ye kan ebire bi atwam so ebi ne Victor Solomon some NSSC ano asan dane sa vicious cycle of say questioning answer kwala mebusa question ma menken obi ade mfama o say this MPP people and their media think they are more Ghanaian than others. Chachu was in church when the BNI went to arrest him. We all knew the outcome. The person was called to answer questions. Has he been jailed? I said, the person who said, no. Say, ye pen some ni yebusa Professor Amiakumfi. Obi sabi Edna Kotumti yebusa questions say, a suggestive of any criminal conduct. As to the way I be handle no. Na at the viciousness be, na the hatred be, na at the abeshim. Questions in the yebusa Professor Amiakumfi. Na even when processes, that single purpose vehicle na ye create ye say ye dey kwa koto sky train no e bi kura ye betimi atiase mo ade na ye pese busa no questions na ye kokko yi ni frimpam kosi ada nonsia. What does it tell us?
Now, person would detail no ma adiache. Now, person would detail no.
Says Chachutia saw them one mono. Nanka saw them crananka and yes sanctuary. Esoso ɛyɛ den yɛtimi kɔ yinu fla so dem ɛkɔkɔkye no when ne betimi ɛde ɛyɛ service instructions ɛde ama ɛyɛ sa security agency sɛ ɔmo nya de ɔmo pɛ bia
Anka President Mahama den ɔno kora de ɔno wanyo opportunity wa free wura mu Rollins na Samba Rollins no be mampanyina ba di akiri no ye minister in opposition be mampanyina ba di akiri na san kotena ba bi fi won hwe was na nti ko no be nkuta enough experience okuta enough experience san ko no kra de nka na ba mu di nko no kra na ese o ma nka we esi obetimi afre o ma o mo de institutions ni na no aka structure them. So we must be mindful of our act of omission and commission. The consequence thereof. Because
everybody betimi stop us ade no nana
you need leaders who would be God-fearing. You see, God-fearing. God-fearing, I'm not talking about Sokura or something. Leaders who accept the fact that nhwehwemu enkyere sɛ yɛbua wo nhwehwemu
about the conduct of yɛkɔfa wɔ no ɛsɛ bibi huhu ɛsɛ process here ogina court na ɔbɔ obi charge utie ɛyɛ brief facts of the case a wɔde ɛsane mu gu court a wobɛka sɛ wɔadi nipa koro no wɔadi fuani ɛsoso wodi asɛm no akyi a na ɔhu sɛ yɛ haha yɛne ne yɛkeka nsɛm bie. How do we handle saa noma way a ɛmfa ɔman ma no hatred ɛma wɔ makwam na saa vicious cycle no yɛbɛtumi atwa soɔ?
We need to be fair to each other. Look, one baffle NIB on Wednesday. Now, almost the class I'm about one to them. Call some pan. And that is the Menyamia from the US. Calls up. Namfo, Amamfo, and they will be cracked. The brother about call them appear. I said, what was my Bible at the time I'm not. Only did. No, so, and number Quamba for the young Kiana, Wako can't be. And tea, almost show, Brakaukudi, now Mamfo. No, we need to be very careful as a country and going forward.
But Nana, since somebody be so hard outlandish comments be also as a new. Who she will shave any penny more. What fast no dear. I mean, if you say, how do you
paying for Cassabi? Sir, you know, cranium and 10 cranium. And the men of Cassayan, only my son.
I mean,
huh?
Come in, Nana.
I mean, it's not only for public consumption.
Okay, they are me, my friend. But my main come message in a so bit me at Remasia. I wouldn't a lawyer penny back up. Also, say, ADAKABRI. The brutal fact which all in the fraternity run from is that in Ghana, me and I'm the Ghana Nashewo, when push comes to shove, the law escapes through the window. It's sad, really. And I brought food here.
I saw the work coming.
Also, the brutal fact which all in the fraternity run from is that in Ojakrum, and I'm interchanging with Ghana. In Ghana, when push comes to shove, the law escapes through the window. It's sad, really. That's what you're saying.
Well, that is how he looks at it. But my mom, me, you know, send me about Ben Piasi and another Piasi, my mom. You know the Chickataki. But also Chickataki.
Aye.
Tachu Dianuba, when he was convicted, I felt, I think there is something wrong over there because Now share explanation and not checking all the manual. Not to say that very day now all come. Now and you're ready for my conversion. So I said, oh, they should have accommodated the truth for some weeks or months. We could have said,
a telephone call, yeah, be near Sanke was a telephone call, be by. Me was me.
Then you look at Churchill, go and read the Churchill Chikata versus the Republic, Court of Appeal decision, which was read by Dennis Aji.
Yes, Sir Dennis.
Sir Dennis. And it only that you can put him so. In fact, Sir Dennis, the decision, you come the convention of Churchill Chikata. I think that procedurally, I'm not comfortable with procedural. So different. So different.
Nemo kwanya ye de fa so no a ye media for report ma o man no eno na ma yaw e hye nkrofo mu so we are asking sa kwane ye de no ma bi fa so e ma wo man mate yaw hwema me hwe message ba ko a wo de ba Daniel Adu I say wafa MPP started all this and Akufo Atamils and Jomama did not do that but Akufo brought it back again so it must continue. Lawyer Obrigwai should stop his hypocrisy. Why is he not talking about what Kufuor and Akufo did? Well, Nana, they were holding Mununu.
ADAKABRI didn't come in my country. Kufuor, Kufuor person, me endorsing Makasa.
One can say, one more tear with you.
ADAKABRI.
But may kind way they underscore a yawa. But Nana said, would tear the obetro de Abanoa. It demonstrated the fact to say nipa bi di yaw na sa yaw die no na ye ka ho asam say enei John Dramani Mahama so nim no bo no humusuo e kwa ka say father for all bia dwuma wo mo ade bedi no because nipa bi free say Professor Mills ye father for all no emfasodie bi ama ye jojo yen ye obiri tretre yen
na meka so afanu no nyina ya nya de
Okay, earlier. Don't focus on the background name, focus on the fact of say a yaudie one crofum. That is what he wants to portray.
Exactly. And we need to yaudie one crofum. I'm paying Mintimin Casa Yadia crofum. Obikwana faso yin adwuma obikwana ya faso
So Nana, where do we start and where do we end it?
Leadership. If leadership for me, I guess you're making a starter. For instance, Mama Yaraga, Erko Parliament, Emma Okaka, Obulata, Okopacho. Now, I read from the Supreme newspaper. Kumase, Yami session. Maminka we yaso. Aboga Kopacho, Opacho Mama. Maminka we yaso. Last time, Okasa Opacho, Uboguni.
Na Yami no can now to say, Yami no agony no can na say, Okasama Domu no, Omubu afuo. Say as the leadership of the parliamentary MDs, you know, as one more week.
No, Daddy, don't be prepared. Okay, don't be prepared. No, say on no
because an answer tactically, should you see, Maria Bay, MF, Abla, Baita, MFA, Hardcastle, Petroleum Commission, can someone or can Efa anodom press and no more because that silly child comment na infamous silly child no ebemo yenyina obey ya kaya no edigu no so okope ba bi kokoyu ekobutui edwendwene no osi se na anu ya edi Masai papa edi Masai papa edi anan 80th birthday party and say John Dramani Mahama president of the public obey and obey a spotto, your pen say plain, clean, unbroken, unpigmented white. And now what this sorry ya, abla, baita, MFA, Hardcastle, Victoria. Utimini John Draman Mekaze, everybody who know, and Ninu, can someone abranti, and not on pray, can some more kikai. Can some more kikai. Enti a man of Kobase, politics.
But no advice I need to. We need to tread cautiously. But, 4-5 days ago, an incident happened in Brazil. Bolsonaro, former president, Omoto Abano, Taki, where we going on in and now, Bola Koyu, and now, Bolsonaro, and supporters of PC Chrome, a young penny, no much 1,500. And he was about Brazil. Now he has been arrested. We have created about 10 charges against him, former president of Brazil. You know, when he was a president, Lula also was convicted. And Lula was set free by the Supreme Court of Brazil. What we scenario nakoye? What we scenario nakoye? What be di mampani? Me ya mampani. Ya de kwet so. Ya convict me. High Court a convict me. The court appeal. Amfa. With the Supreme Court. Afa. Ya jami. Maybe I'm back contested. My winning. Me winning we can recall. Oko US oko me. Supporters are here to come. What about it? Africa has been a galactic America on Cody Telly, baby. It's possible in Africa. But look at what is happening in Brazil just last week.
Nana,
so it's a leadership on moderation.
You better have.
You keep tough for. No, be a phone kuma. My answer, and I answer your best of Muga. I asked them Sabe. Nana, the best year. Na Yami Adma Ukwada, Bokakuja, a regional chairman. Oh, yes. And we are doing consultations, Consultations that I saw. Already he told me, Mamma,
Now would open no correct candidate. Open no correct candidate. And you're not non-political issues, Na me family na ye need the homes are non-political civil litigation needed the homes are na needed the homes. Why?
I said, no, be something. Now, no, win politics. Now, I show me YouTube. Now, me talk about 30. No, who say history lupa country Ghana. Me change upia. And lawyer, I then now win politics. Now the time be man TikTok and YouTube now me lecture on cheaters. Now be saying my pa. Who lecture baby on the water people. I'm saying because wala supreme wala is super manio meaning pa. And 2 years back on coin. Next one is going to be Dagomba. We hear Dagomba now and Salama. What can take with the whole year? And then what take with the whole year?
And into know, yes, I do na concentrate on civil litigation, na pabwa kon ma why. Ai, na pabwa kon ma. Na ya na political issues no man be a time do. Nana ya de wase. Nana ya de wase na politics ya hunu de onya awom.
Oh, I said, oh,
and then ya na make ya hunu de onya awom. Sunya is da ye. And nana nya what it akuma to be say concentrate on civil litigation. I mean sister no man family. Ne did the whole never be back home. Na ye podcasting on history say culture and heritage of our Ghanaian history. Why?
You must be na what time is
Mikao ye politics man who do nya attenidi nko any fufudi nko nana me da was nana obri buahen I qualified and practicing lawyer na Habib Bantus offer the so-called political class is no more Ghanaian than the rest of us. If 52 billion Ghana cedis can get missing from GCB till date, no one knows where that money is. PDS monies, no one knows where that monies went. Skytrain, Yamutu. People must answer to their stewardship. All these monies are the ordinary Kayayo monies. People must answer. Udika. Internet security agencies, you know, among conduct in a manner say, a crime by fast microphone should not overshadow the central plank of a seminal Skytrain. You're going $2 million. You hunu baby a what and I net liability. Yes, I say you question the car actually. So I was here to me mu. Name mono 100 year. Now ukwa chichiri wamu ye no maybe basa any idea. Na the mode of ukwa investigate bibi no na I overshadow the central plank of asama person yeka. I say wafake ewo no plan. Or MPP ni mapa. I say I accuse from asem numusu kakranti manom. ADAKABRI, Sunday is also a day in the week. So if BNR call Professor Amian Kufi, it's not news. And today, me don't watch what you na. Now the current years over 75-year-old. The Kwasiada and Nunsia and you could uniform Pamua. At the day with so at the now of a key. Now and two why I said that. And two why I said that. Mian na yene Dr. Kwame Asa Asante. Also entry and come on akakra na yehunu ye ho ano. Dr. Kwame Asante of the University of Ghana yemwa ha.
Yewura.
Doc na ho te san.
Na we.
Yo. Die ye de bre wo ene san. Ye de bre wo say. Arrest and interrogation by state security agencies of politically exposed persons of previous government. Is it suggestive of any criminal conduct? What are your thoughts, Doc?
ADAKABRI medase so ama me kwan na me che madwen kakra wo sansom. Wo hwe o man mrapon a yedi bu oman ya Mr. Constitution na. E kire se we read the introductory part na, that is the preamble na. O say ye woni ma bi a yen agi atum se ye de beye adwuma. Ba kone se ye beye ebehwe se ye bebu nkonta. Ta chibi yo abanga juma na se eba se ye bu nkonta ye bebu nkonta nti nkonta bu wo ho mayen ye nga ye abanga juma na sa nkonta bu no se be wonya ne keke wo de mra na ka enu nti se obi abanga juma na abang fofo ana se nye wo ho na to nsafra wo se wadi juma bi na brana yemisa bisa onsama ni ayen yepesi ehu na se saa ofre no efa mra kwanso ana na se fa mra kwanso dia ene onipa kwan a won afre no ono nso na se de se okoyi na no yo utumi yiwa no ya asembi ani ho wentumi yiwa no ya wo baka asem foforo akiro ndi saa na nkomo na tenem esa na se nkuntabu wo ho debeba no na yenim
enkuntabu de ewo ho se wo hwe se yeto ma wa mu ne ye beka kire se enka initiative se de train be fa wiem na yakwa akotua sika ka total amount de be ye adwuma nya $3 billion na yakotua mu se $2 million na ade ya amaso unhunu ba bia sika no akwa akodie na ehia ma se obi a no wo sa fund na yeyi sika no bi edi efiri ho no yetimi ebusa no a pani e be fa so edi bebusa no Doc yetimi ma eno overshadow the central plank of ye $2 million a akodi baabi a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtumi hunu baabi a bɛkɔ akɔdie akɔka ho asɛm no.
Adakabri ni yɛte sɛ amanyɔsɛm no ɛdi baabi a yɛdi n'akoma mu ɛne dɛn yɛbɛka nya ɛbɛyɛ yɛn dɛ asɛm no ankasa na ayera ɛtɔ da bi nso a yɛbɛka ne yɛte sɛ yɛka na mmom wɔn a ɛwɔ aso no wɔbɛtie bi wɔn nso a yɛbɛka na mmom obi antie ɛno nti nsɛm no de wɔbɛkɔ so aka na mmom wɔka nea yɛhwehwɛ ne sɛ wɔbɛka ne kwan so na sɛnea mmara kyerɛ no yɛn afa so nti ɛmfa ho sɛ nnipa bi bɛbɔ asɛm no agu anaa wɔbɛdan asɛm no ani akɔhwɛ baabi ne ho nneɛma yio nti bi sɛ nsɛm no wɔbɛka no pɛpɛɛpɛ na mmom wɔbɔ obi so bo a ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ wafom anaasɛ wawi ade anaasɛ wabɔ korɔm ɛyɛ sobo wɔbɛkɔ kɔyi na no ɛtɔ asoma mpanin bɛfa antɔ asoma asɛm foforɔ na yɛ mpɛn bebree no yɛtaa bu nnipa kumfɔ a yɛntie wɔn anum asɛm na yɛnhu sɛ na asɛm no te nti ɛhɔ na ɛte sɛ ayɛ yɛhwɛ yie.
ɛnna political cycle no over 32 years of the fourth democratic dispensation ɛna yɛtimi wake up na we ba na yɛakyekyere wɔn nkurɔfoɔ edu baabi kura na the number of years I best spend at the law court ubehunu na nkosi aga na yɛhunu yɛn ho ano we so ba no aba bɛkyekyere we num na yɛ kwambe so ɛna asɛmhia no ehia wɔ manma no yɛbɛhwɛ na yɛtimi anya state agencies state institutions a wɔn bɛtimi ahwɛ sɛ recovery bi a yɛakɔ recover sɛ prosecution bi a yɛ prosecute na saa gymnastics sɛ yɛkyiri we wɔ asɔre dɛm yɛde we hɔ a ne yɛsɛ yɛde telephone call aba order from above saa normal no ntrikehye yi chikenre no yɛbɛyɛ dɛ na ɛso atimi atwa na yɛtimi anya clear mind sɛ adeɛ wei etia Ghana mmara we need to understand it and possibly proffer charges ɛno nti adwuma a yɛyɛ nie doc wodwene wo sɛn
yɛpɛ sɛ saa nsɛm no ɛbɛtwa yɛmpɛ sɛ ɛbɛtwa ɛntwa da ɛne dɛn ɛsiane sɛ yɛnim ne yɛye ɛtɔ da bi a ne yɛpɛ sɛ ne yɛayɛ nea ɛnteɛ ɛsiane sɛ obi atimi no nso mɛtiw anaa mɛkaw wɔmfa saa nyɛ ɔman amanyɔsɛm no de ɛno ne mmara ɛno nti sɛ wosɛ obi afom a wofrɛ no bisa no asɛm na wabɔ no kɔ adu na wowie a wagyina hɔ na afei asɛm no makɔmɔnim yɛwo nti ɛte sɛ yɛhwɛ saa nneɛma no yie na ayɛbere biara no wɔn a amanyɔsɛm no wɔdi mu akontɛn no the political class no wɔn na gyina hɔ wɔ saa nsɛm mu nyinaa yɛwo nti saa nsɛm yi ayɛ wɔdi fɔ bebree wɔ mu sɛ yɛpɛ sɛ yɛyɛ na oburoni bɛka no yɛyɛ ne yɛ clean a yɛbɛtumi ayɛ na mmom ɛbaate sɛ ɔtan wɔ mu yɛde yɛn ani aso bi na yɛn ayɛ sɛ no ɛmo biara yɛnyɛ neɛteɛ na ɔman yi ɛbɛfa ne ntama pa afura
na busa ɛbere bɛn ne yɛbɛgya yɛ ne ahyɛ aseɛ foforɔ kɔwie sɛ ɛnora me nua Kwame Asasante ɔtan ɛne ne yɛde asi ne soɔ ɛne yɛdwa ne ho ɛbere yɛni nka so ɛbere yɛdi nka so yɛmpa mfie wɔtwe kura no a na mfie wɔkyi na ba bɛsene na afei mi soso minya ɛyɛ wɔn a emia me nua Kwame Asasante no na me so mi mia wɔn a na afei na adakabre mu tete baabi no ɔm so aba bɛka san ɛna wɔse yɛtumi hyɛ aseɛ bɔforo sɛsi ha no political class yɛ a woka yi suban yɛ ɔmo nyinaa te mu no yɛn mediafoɔ no wososo yɛ professional journalist ɛdeɛ ne wɔse yɛ reporto ɛma engine da ɛyɛ hatred ɛne jealousy ɛne envy ɛne anger ɛwɔ ɔman mam
mene yɛn adwuma ɛyɛ nsɛnkyerɛw adwuma no mmara wɔ ho mmara ne sɛ nea wobɛhu na wodi ho asɛm wodi ho adanse na adanse ne ɛyɛ adanse ɛyɛ nokware ade bi a sɛbsɛbe ɛyɛ atoro ɛyɛ kasɛd hunu bi akɛkɛ ɛbɛso gye agu ɔman mu ɛde ɔtan bɛba ɛde obi bɛsi ɔtankuruwa mu no wɔnyɛ ɛyɛ kyiwade korɔ ɔman mmara kyi ɔman kyi kɔkɔkɔkɔ ɛno sɛ yɛgye tum ne yɛyɛ yɛn adwuma saa asɛ journalist anansɛm twerɛ fo adwuma no yɛn a yɛsua dawurubɔ adwuma mo nsɛm yi ye decide ne ye ngadwuma mi je di say okwampa ne be fa so na mum ye the politics kata ngani na ye tan nipa bi enu nti wo de asem ato no so na wo misa na enum asem kura no ye ngabu nukumfo na fe ye nkasa enya asem ne yeka ayo yawo ye sopo nipa ko ye huro no na fe ye ngadan asem ne ni na fe asem na ye niwa aya ka Ghana brofo mu ese political football no bi abo mu de bi kompasa anyoma eno sayade enti journalism yere tete won na won ewo nwuma no mu no ye banimfu wo ma wo hwe wo nwuma no sam komai na eni ye ngadwunu mu dem na entina ye ngadwunu se ye pese ye yo menya so kwanyi na se ya paso
ni kura na nsa na be kro no Dr. Kwame Asasante of the University of Ghana. We are journalists. Galamsey Menesi, some abetrans. In recent times, as a Galamsey, yes, no, as a illegal miners, no, ya notorious. Dano Erastus Asaredonko. Yadi tuo, not just yadi ako yini kranyina manekre jani of multimedia. Yanka enkosi na no mia minua ohime tawia na eno so yakodu fudufu no University of Ghana Medical Center consultants ama onyame nhiramu na no oba ya o mahwe no na kakaka chese won nante kura na edne na anadwu de so mo so ya arrange transport no ko back Kumasi City FM baje eno so journalist yakodu fudufu no said there sa illegal miners no womu any yatra woman in town. We say 44 of our forest reserves under siege by armed illegal miners. Also 9 of them cried they no longer under state control. Lands Minister and Ekasasimwe. Where would help and support come for such journalists here? They've come under attack, only wanting to report what is happening in the forest to a reasonable Ghanaians.
Mura, Osha Galamsey, Atetesi, Aseng Kuntum, Adang in Kuntum Grudi, Aseng in Kumun. Nidi, Omen, Nidi Menon, Yena, Yaw, and then say, Omen Yapanese, and I penny, yo. Yere your manga, near Tianquan, what your man, you, and Unti. Galamsey or Queen Yangakasa Wumupa. A Kanyama Emma banged down, how should it to me? It's on the say, Galamsey, say Abby, a say in Sasapa, a say in Suya, a say queer Juma, a say at Yasofo, you. And Nunti, so many Sorijina Waka. Na ye Nancy form said, so Queen, Yen Jesse. Enwejo enunti na ye wa bang foforo abang ni se yen haw ente say ye na haw ente say haw yen no be ya mayen enunti ye gina bang no ye bo no pungachi se omomoden no mfo se nyoyo you ewom abang na fiase kwa power shiafo ya ohwe kwae ni obade ne manema atwa ye ho ahia no nyama Nura na kasa obekan se sane wudi kan no eye kwaya ye wo eye ahanu aduonu wotwe ewotwe me kire 288 osi aduanan nan 44 eno de nkrofo atu esi okura ye ntum nko eba ne dem se Ghana asasi bi nipa bi ato ahye ye nso na ye ntum nko ta kasa no mete anya mete eye menna na mum okwan no efe na bang na fiase enunti Nura no yo so afo no ye ka na echi se onfa nansi fom na onsuro no nye nipa bi ye hye sa po mu onyi wo mpui na kwai no mu na ho na ye nsu ensua ani ntew na ewudura wo mu yenyi na efe Galamsey no yenyi wo kwampa ye befa so egu no na mum sikatu a eye tetetete adwuma a ewo ho mmeresanten no yefa so kwan no so na yede manchirima ana mebu a wosi wo be yesa adwuma na wo be fa mmra kwan so asem ni nyina ni na meje di sel uti open no so afọ ne nkomo no ne aban na wo adwene padi a wo pese wo de ye na mmom ye penentem se na aban no soro waka na nka sumba beduru ya obo no homoden a wo de ne magu akwan mu a eso ne mamu saa na mesra ben ne se onfa so kwan no so na mmom galamsey ne di ye ngani abre kokokoko wo esa ne se enya sempa na mmom yere ntrase emma nkrofo emma yenfu nan kwai emwaye yo yede nan bisi fom ere mahwe obiara obe cross ye wo galamsey hon yere mpre na mmom bibia ye be fa mra kwan so na yin agira ho na won atumi wode ama won se wontu saa oyare na asema yan wo betu na mmom won so wo afedi se ne wo ka no wo beye na mmom anya won kai mu se enchenje e wona afi
So, can say 44 of our under 300 year forest reserves under CG. We are political scientists. Na enye nipa nyina akra nenim how Congo was split into two entirely different countries. The Democratic Republic of Congo and the Republic of Congo. Edu baby kra so near the Gabon kra so ayen. Libreville near the account hon kakra. Efema gudia ho ntokwa se ye bi. Ena etimima Congo mu echicheye. Na yeso armed illegal miners in charge of your forest reserves. What are the implications for us?
Maybe you say young penny put one name to a video. Achane muye. Ghana soja for astrafo. Ona ben won adwuma mpa. Ehia ne se obefinte superbia ato won na ye yen selfie won so se ne muni mu adwuma no monye ango won adwo migedi me kashe armed forces me kashe won enunyam so wo ma won kwan a obedi se adwuma eni ntimbe ne wo ma won kwan na wonye adwuma minister no so onye na adwuma onsuro nipa bia yew nya won afiase na wore ye esi usade won kwan wonye na nipa bi entese base nipa bi abeto ahye yensase bi so ma tansase no aye no go area yendimnko se nipa no wo nda be na hena no wo
si yenim nipa wo no mu gungura mu ho ebia eda ye be tie ni Ghana forces ebeba be ka kire se enya Ghana fo nkwa na gungura mu ho no obi nim
me de listen ekone base denkura me de Ghana forces wo ma wo ho kwan a wo be ye nea eye de na ye fe na yakono yama wo kwan na minister no so ye nta na echi na wo fa wo nan si form e ma hwe wo be ye that asem ni a
dan asem ni a na je so tumi se kuapem na no waka na wo se dan asem ni a ofie pe doc ye do asepa
yeja
aye Dr. Kwame Asasante ana yatene ne no yamra dem kakra na fe no aye another interview beba aye Joshua Sikanate of the National Democratic Congress watnase Richard Suma of the Movement for Change also watnase David Obri or say to Wafa ADAKABRI, anybody who has been accused is guilty of corruption. But Wafa, did I hear you say Professor Mills didn't arrest people in a Rambo style? Why do you Wafa, do you really know what happened to Asamoah Boateng, Akoto Osei, and a host of others under Professor Mills? Can we please stop behaving like ostriches? Professor Mills' era saw some of these things. Akufo-Addo left the NDC MPs from prosecution who have taken double salary. But because of the hatred for Akufo-Addo, you don't see anything good from that gesture. I see Jifanta Fanta, greeting from Mame Ama Yajoso, and then also greeting from Manchester. And so Yajoso. Nasaso Anna. Benjamin Isari, eso abetenase. Yehwe. Ben yemwatenase. And then Joshua yemwatenase.
Oh, Mejodo.
Anna Richard yemwatenase.
Yejodo pa of akese.
Benjamin ni Joshua and Richard. One and the other.
Joshua and Benjamin there. Omo Bible no more.
Joshua Destiny Richard and Benjamin. Benjamin
no Bible no more. Richard
Benjamin no your hineba song. And I win him.
Of us, Obusa, a man, or more decay year.
Mr. Benjamin, no, you're hineba.
So, family or hineba crazy me dinner. In the same Monday. They almost say they are my Joshua.
Relationship Ben what Benjamin, any David in Tem.
Of I know you're hineba.
No, you're hineba.
Yeah, I want you. Intini, I want you.
Joshua now.
Joshua now, Intino.
Na,
I want you.
Joshua so, and a year Moses the actually Jano. Na Joshua ya juma ne de
juma na nkasa
song na Richard so e wo Bible mu
na be menya kan be bia o Bible mu
sa Richard
Richard bia o Bible
do Quran
right yenim komo kakra say arrest and interrogation of politically exposed persons no Yebuso, a suggestive of criminal conduct on their part, na Richard, Mintiwe.
Yo, Father Kabri.
Una Udini Bible.
Well, there are course of nudie and shedder and tresse. There is some criminal activity beer, and I say there is a conduct of any form of criminal activity beer. AC.
Mami, some few seconds.
Okay.
Na yene Lord Listowell.
Lord Listowell.
Kusipoku.
Yeah. Lord
Listowell. Enchuchun komo kakra.
Okay.
Okum komi yamwa ha. Okum komi yamwa ha.
Alakabe ya eja na pacho ho ye de.
Obo ade ada Roma okum komo soso ti ase de komi nya neme.
Ai de huas.
Na within Lord Listowell ne ya wo gibre chire mu chira nkrofo de.
Na we me ko chire mu say eja wo na de to me na me de ma ko chire mu enka me de to won po na say na ono ase wa chi me de duanti eja me sano
yeah, research about Lord Listowell na hwe wa brabom say de na wo hu ntia o papa e de wo to Lord Listowell
na danfo no na e fa ni say o ye ni age na koa on be papa di okanisa o se no osom enti na ho kekan ne fe no ye se wo da chi bi su ti nya babe ma o de ne beto no
enti Lord Listowell na oye hwan
o the last governor of Gold Coast and San ye transition to become Ghana one ne governor Oba Penya won yisi abuchi memu asuma ni say o mehwe ni man Ghana so ma no
between 1957 to 1960 no na Listowell na hwe akire
on the fence
I mean but me favorite here Aden Clark
okay na ni thank you to me inherited obi title so an kan so commit na yourself because you're 19 but and commit my Lord Listowell. But I know this is here. What we are saying now,
okay. Ma yen show politically exposed persons and they nana dan kwakufu ado koye and ya sha ase chichiri nipa ni bia wono mu bu man na obi de say Professor Mayokumfi Osiada no pano nsia wadampam onte ne kura ne quilt kata no ho ene se enkrofo eku fie ho no man esi ekofa ne papa kwa ne na kra ne ya ene so mkofa na mo de ne koye ye interrogate no over 4 hours ewie kura na ye man be kura no a afi ye se order from above ye detain me man be osi se nipa no binimu a ye said won ko na ne dua yi na dwo no omra na omra me be post to bail no na wontime ensai enkofi ni nyina no ye yesi bibi the sky train nkrofo we no mu a osibirikete bantima kotia ye ne ye adwuma bo mu so ye ade ye nwene ye ho etimi atoto no ma bi na aja prof so na ohwe eye investment fund no so a ye pese ye betoto na no ehunu se die no nimfa ho na yɛtumi ehunu asɛm na se yie ehunu sɛ de yɛbɛtumi atakre saa noma no ɛne yɛbu sɛ o yɛkɔkɔ kyiri wɔ bi saa no a ɛyɛ suggestive of any criminal conduct on his part ana
yo where Sheikh Mahmoud mame en na wase na ani akonya de ama me na nchia wetiefo na me nsa mo abasunsu ni adwuma so a edu ewia brebu a oyema sebi o my Ghana enya ne ntoma befra die dikan no e wo se me ma abasobode ya sebi o ebuama o man chichire ne nkoso sani ebeya ni pebia o ye papa no be hu se o ya de pa ebebo ni amena ura mahama ene na abayas eye bohye bi a o che Ghana fo a emu bi ya kan ho asem ase ye mpese bohye no beye bohye a sebio akoba se maka ana ekurase maka nso mawe na ADAKABRI do bi ani ni se sebi ye aya fase a Ethiopia pesa se wonu ni afase nti na wada ura mahama ye to abama no ma ni benya president elect title and our tia be ko bi se omonye ehwehwemu fa eye enyoma yesusu se eye krono ana se itirimupo ekirese kenesiti bi akoso ena mpanifo a opawo mo oro okujeto ablakwa ena na edo na menu akufi wache Esquire or COP retired. Minia Martin Pebu and Domlevo and Remonacha. Nipa Elumi na normal Basun no more than Omo Wakot. Na Omunya and Kato Bebrebe free Ghana for almost so. Ebi American omone abanda da ni bi adwuma ebi wo a no mo eka ho bi mpo ena nyoma ni bi wo a omo yeye na obi mpese sebi da achi bi otine be bi na kura ba bi na bibi sebi wanya ni bibi na o hye ni be bi a obi abedwin se ebi kura mpo a woni e course wo ka ho na afei ye de ho ntansa atosa nti intela na jo mahama kura onya mfomu ye no omunyaye in the name of oral no edoso papa gidi say omukuchire ni nyina egu nkra taaso ema omudi akodan omampani tomama ene na aban wabra omo eba beye njushemu ahodo na sebi in previous so bi nya boni na okote na gidi say emremu no nyina ye ni se ni emraye adwuma wo Ghana ha Ora Mahama, ye can't dear a lawlessness. Obi enu obetumi ne nsa atene gugi ba ko pempo so a kire se Mahama on fa mra nye adwuma NIB no na ye fe ni BNI BNI obi a wo krom ha ni se BNI no eye creator of law eye mra na eye na bodie a ye fe ni BNI no yɛde hwehwɛ nsɛm a abene nipa so ya ebi wɔ hɔ a wotumi sɛ akɔyɛ sɛ it's an organized crime ɛho nsɛm no sɛ woyɛ na woanya abotrɛ kakraa bi pɛ nipa bi bɛtumi afa sɛ gu akwan so adwane ɛno nti asoɛ na ɛkɔkyee owura amerekumfi no sɛ mene mmienu nyinaa bɛtumi agye atom sɛ ɛyɛ emra na ekreti sa asoɛ dia na to se bibia ni wonu ma kire se asoɛ no nyuma a omoye no illegal yes exercise there it be ba fire so e bia ba ye mu se ye ho first question say before se brebra ma amane ma na ye mu se ye ho se sika na ye ka ho asem no ayira anasa nyirai obi awia anasa obi wiai me sympathy for any criminal we are sim ha so ya kokra so ya branch so na ya so boko kompe we are criminal sikano Chrono akoso wo ma we mu no. Adakabre Mr. Sika Ekufuado free 7 January 2017 to 7 January 2025. Sika omo akuye omo jije ya no in the name of Ghana no. More than 90% womo ho because they cannot account for 10% of that money in this country. They cannot. They cannot. And I mean to emphasize that they cannot account for up to 10% of the money they accrued from the years 2017 to 2025. I don't think that the early bird catches the early worm. And we should be sympathetic towards his I used to revere. But Adakabe, I will be very emphatic on this statement to say, sir, Nipa omabo my way from Titu. Ewo, Edi Abanda Dano, Edna Ghana, Nemwe di on my way Jimuno. Me wa fanum 24 baby kahon. Yeah, me did say, enyo no an announcement bentino. Ya beka so no pe and why bonnet. Let me have a body ni bit say hat mo so adima. Ene koko board egui. He was a chair. What chair? Me, sabi. Obi Hartman, can you kana? What can me? But I never been defending. Ono otafumafo. Ono de ono pra de, ono ye odi mu akotene. Ono na ye ofutu forma Ekufuado. Na wo busa wo se, owura wo safumafo. Sabi. Oye ofutu fo no. Na record wo kofo aban mu ne san a. Obi ani Macmillan. Enu ntino, se ye se ono sa Macmillan deal ano. Yeah, it amounted to Chronobo. Say, I trade not for sale. What time of my Ghana? And now show me that person was the one advising the former president Ekufuado. Then what do you expect of that government? And in the media, the Susu say, Ebia, I'm a Kufi prof. On an idea back and yes, dear, or dear, Nebro back and on a dear, I am on your buy. One on an idea back and baby, so. Now, I do not a very smooth. Our corner, fair. A idea, I was here bought NIB for Nabaso. Or my diligent job. Because any question, the Panama need to free mining as a rock original. About mining car. But the enemy are no more than a damn Yakochino. I never am gas, Sabi, Uncle and Crata. Adiana, why you know, make a one step. One a lawyer for no, our madam PRO for thieves, no. They should stop and desist from that. We are building a nation. When we mentioned the word research, no, we were not joking. Because 777 corruption, no man, got a university. No MCU or DCU was working. Got a university. And sure talking to every penny, calling lady. Sikana made the way got no. What did the government pass it? And as you see, until you see me, I'm so hard to see the Scana Cobunin passing. So what do you expect on mine? Yeah, but it's on mine. Eti, obi pop no, what mine? The whole time some year this one, I'm on your first one.
Now, do we know enough of issues no to suggest to say Ubia Bokrono and I Ubia corrupt and I Ubia be untoward, if indeed it is at the investigating state?
Okay, Adakabre. Obia or what kind of idea to say? Import so to say, Obi, we are there. Now, who do any Yagani? What's funny, you in the party, my corner will be in a proper Podia dance here with police station. Still, our police by Yankee. Does that tell say Nipana or we are Wadiano on your conform? That is the question. What's that? Me, yes, see any answer. What it from for? What not for police station? The matter is still under investigation. Until such a time, they may declare or court say where you're from for. Me, when we are war, Miss Mubedi, one dance here where we are no. Yes, friendly Pacron is saying. And I may ask where you're from for. It's what's innocent man, and I didn't call police station. Where you're innocent. I said, what
investigating what debate me, I can say, based on the available evidence from one or a chrome for enunti yɛde ko akoma judge na judge no so de ɔhwɛ facts of the case asɛm no adance de see na wahwɛ adance no na wahwɛ emra no na fe watimi aka sɛ we mebua no fo ana mebua no bem it is all ka koduru court to them na hunu sɛ asɛm yɛde obi akɔgyina court to them na first appearance na prosifo ɛbɔ ne charge ka kyerɛ judge no a wotu one man say we dey for awie ni so no as we asɛm no be wura mu
wouldn't say in some cases judge let me ko dia dem dia kra no
hey come on men kwani sa Lord listen there be in some cases you need specific case be it make us judge we kwaji mimi who will be a member another platform e be na me no akotena Facebook so ni akoka no ho so menka but men yes our statement no kura say wo adanse e bi say judge bi di ademu ade ane de me no be akotena me no akotena face ana say drus woni kotinya ntachi o mebie nanim ma yem pa hyehyɛ so ne kosi sen enti list well anu akire no na akowie so say ene 44 out of just under 300 forest reserves for Ghana. Minister say under siege by armed illegal miners. Also 9 of them it is no longer in the control of the country. Uswe di soja kakra. So but that room journalists for na ye prepra wo mo ye dufudu for mo. Na no City News ye dufudu no. Na no Miami nua ohimi tawia ye dufudu no. Erastus Asaredonko ni akodufudu no. Latif ni adufudu no. What do you make of that scenario ya unfold or ye nyina ye ni so yi?
ADAKABRI a subject matter me de huntan sa nyina be ko akufo do abobo ano na me de akwa kosi wonum na magu ni so hire ohun edu ba bi na akwa ti se eyo tan ene bi aye tan akufo do but na Ghana for adwen kono ma bi so se bi oman no enye akufo do dia ena na ntwie ni podua nka ne to a waja hokoya aba be se owura ma amansemu say no eja ko jayade en je no jaye a eye rebels hwe ya hwiye na ya kan ye ho amu so oman an point ya dia koso wo nwura mu ho ene kwaye ni mu a ADAKABRI ebedu ba bi no terrorists no problem tin na beba wo na ye no mo na ti man because God ana a form agudie tuo say one year one canteen and famra and titre senior was a fat attitude no a creative rebels our payim. It's answer a bedu baby no not a 2 year I walk payim so that for me no much media at 2 masses. And then no can say minister on the national. It's answer say oh acquire what every buying some as I say no emu rampo ayeden ama security agencies are now say bia forces ahodo a conversation can easier for them to enter. It's all because na abusia ba ku bi pese omo fa oman na gudie no more property for themselves, and you can see that intention with that ejapade document now na wo ho a ye ka ho asemo na ma for di echim kase o enya no kre. Meanwhile answer no mo ba ban mu no na sade we na o ma bobo so ama ye di hu komo edru baby na abaya su ya hodo ebinum timi de ya friend say omo emashi ahodo kra na ekoye sa adwuma no ekote sa gold. ADAKABRI some of the information ekura no because of how classified they are no e be a thing say you betimi even a decode or public, but it was just a syndicate, a criminal syndicate. Almost said that yes sir almost be from a good year no and on the man from what they call Brashe Belgium say yeah say obi betimi akwa forest mu after say ya chewu ntumi a ya kan wu ntumi akonta man na ho sensem ya church na hwan na ya akonta hwan na ntumi ya aduma ma no Ani na nsa ana ọma panyin akufado ba abegye mbeka se wuntumi ne ho sɔn nsa abɔbɛ owie na ɔsa akɔyɛ mmerante ɛkyerɛ sɛ obi abɛtumi akɔwura forest hɔ eti si ebusa sɛ hwan na ma obi kɔwura forest hɔ a adɛn na ɛwɔ sɛ mehyɛ akufado ho na mekɔbɔ obi foforɔ din obi bia ɔkɔyɛ adwuma wɔ hɔ biara no wɔyɛ somafoɔ hwan na soma no akufado wuntumi adwuma no ɔyɛ no ɔyɛ ma akufado mmerekuduka adwuma no ɔyɛ no ɔyɛ ma akufado sanso na yɛfrɛ ne sɛ western regional minister Kobi Ache Dako. Why na no ye Jumano? Yeah, a home minister, regional minister, the board to me and then the driver no for Johnny. Yes, who I yare, Pakoda them, then to me grant him. Meanwhile, it's public knowledge. Oko Western regional.
Nanu ya $3 in gold, Ewahine.
I don't think that about way, you don't have to spare about way and spoil the child. You spare the road and spoil the child. When you see the wrongs and you don't criticize. That is why Obiti said this well. I have never minced words. It does not matter who. Let me say, Kwaku will proud for said, I am from Samika. Some of the thing. Okay. Me who bonnet, and also said, me obia, me who bonnet, my catastrophe. I am more so, Debbie. And of mine here, I have to say, your former penny, the BB airport still, or my Nimulea and can't listen. You see, you watch us and you are no use in a theatre. A bit blue baby, no. Now, if you are why you say, and count down into the Sophia and Nijine, I bet count down, Sada Nabus a Sabi, or Pasiape and a Sia the young Puniano. Then who said, and you may of course show what I'm saying, who go the forest, who do anyone one year. I bind that down, you would be proud of the down notice Abujinapo, and was so answer question as to how come and comfortable go forest for. Na enano aban so awa bafo fra ono so eto ono eni kwan se wono agitum se nkofo akowura ho ntino awasi ejai mom enti fa ne senka Ghana na nkata bio terrorist ba ya na nkobo be fa o mani no mu a enti ki eni konfo ani ye ni kamafo
okay
sa assessing no ya mana ye defeated se wadi atum se obi antimi wura ho enti nkofo ne se ono omonya de omope dabi rather no the approach should be say, yen na yen can humum. Na yen tie a soldier for yen mrantian kentina wa. Sabi omwa padre wo, and she say, a bit yama or mine who bambo, and Timia concano. Yen na yen quata or mochi. Na a quaint biasono, they should clamp it down and make sure, say, will be able to go raw forest moving.
Right.
Until such a time, no, I won't think about way say, what pass the exam, no. A Juma ya demand on the Sia di Jawa near the Aswao. And yet, Juma near Fana Hongoso. And yet, Juma and I see say Mahama be president. Not Brabema speeches there be, and yet speeches in Tinia in the Baye. The and I hope and believe and trust, say, knowing the person John Dramani Mahama, he will not fail. And I believe, sir, he cannot do it alone. He has said it. And again, I would want to reiterate the point, sir. He's saying it does not mean, sir, we should go to just sleep. It's one thing saying it and it's one thing doing it.
Okay.
They should open their doors and allow for people to bring in suggestions that can work. This time around, it should not be the everyday thing, sir. Will be office, watum, uboko kokwas and where open door, your friend is a policy. I don't know, be able to around them because if you can't about them, you can't never round, but no information, bro. You can't know this guy. It's a mess. Obiemi and Apno. Now, they should get down and put their sleeves up and go to work and let us all survive as a country. We did this on yes, ever found into my pressure, and it will get to it. Let's reset.
You, Okumkom, Lord Lustewell, Nana Poku Kusi. Yadawasi area. Right, Lustewell, Anna Yataneno. In the studios, Richard Suma of the Movement for Change, Joshua Sikanate of the National Democratic Congress, Benjamin Isari of the New Patriotic Party. Richard, now you were on the floor.
Yes, they said the American said, you say Ghana is a democratic country. And you can't be say you're on mind with rules and regulations. They be anu ye ka say yen to me en ye adie ti said dia who pe despite say we National Investigative Bureau and I say we Criminal Investigation Department and now security agencies be ayati under the constitution. He say yebedi ejuma say yebe protecting the state assets, state resources in Yamanu. And no interest say when based on the question you ask, is it suggestive of any criminal offenses? And I say criminal orientation be say omu free abanda da mu nyina no omu nyina omu ye nkrofo because National Investigation Bureau akochi Professor Yao Akumfi. It is not true because debiano sesi ebe ya diana, you must extend invitation to the person. You don't just do Rambo style say ukwa kochi nipa no Sunday anopa ewo ni fie. Adam NIB omo to sa na morning nyina say officially omo sure the ama prof say professor during your tenure no who signing a contract be say yebeye Sky Train ewo Ghana. Sky Train na mu kasemu ba be ye no obi anim said there was an upfront payment mo to yasikabi ebesi ene yan see one pillar bi kura obi a na say yan two anamon bia obeka say oh they started and they couldn't even do what finish. Now he say ebia is just create, loot and share. But now again no, should that be the approach to invite Nkrofo Oma serving in previous administration and now serving the Omaino in any capacity? Because oh no, I'm sorry, I can obey no MD and now board chairman for procurement authority and obey the CEO for what? The Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund. He didn't just wake up and do that by himself. Bina edinu there, editu on and based on law. And you know, if you have anything against people who have served in the previous government, no, Obia wo Ghana ha epese any money stolen should be recovered. That is why I set up ORA, Operation Recover All Loot. But then again, if you want to recover all loot, you know, you must follow procedures. Procedures are eto assumiye because Ghana no yenye banana republic and na yenye omaya eti ndi yesu dia obi apen oyede oye. Enti sabi ube two anamo say a whole professor was serving in some capacity for all you know no. Ebia in katashisheni proebi asi but enyo no na oyede odiano. And now you know orchestrated here. Ebia people did that behind the scene and I say at his blind side. And he said, oh sorry keke, all of a sudden now we are professional body. You cannot extend invitation of ADAKABRI. Yenina yetihano. Maybe you are living in Ghana yenti abrochi. But to be who say abrochi for no. If there is any act of suspicion anywhere, they use diplomacy first. So if diplomacy no a failure, and how now we call the Rambo style no, but you don't start all of a sudden say who use the Rambo style. If that is the way, who again will want to serve the nation? Why not be person or be a public servant and not be a political appointed person say on serving in any capacity, or find in him there and serving in any capacity. See a Ghana for no be broshi yes rest of mumbra no mo for munim be any there and bra no mo be boy na or money there and calling him. So if this is the approach that Obia Obebabiana any iota of suspicion bianu we deploy Rambo style no, how do you get the good brains to come and serve this country? And you know the air can say if there are some stolen monies no, mufa ekwan papa no so na mufa and the air recovers Ghana. Ghana is a country at Nancy a press conference. And I can say Ghana no yabe dani and they share NATO for no, a nation of talkers only, small action. And no na a problem. Nancy yetiha na si yakochi dollar bi or baby na gold in kikan of ADAKABRI besides say asem no ekosi say within a period of 1 week you see a large be in quotes on about what the oil behind the syndicate, you know what happened. Nobody has said anything about Onubio until the air can say you may be destroying the reputation of innocent people who caught on this part. Until the air straight the new government is that deploy intelligence. The intelligence is the word. Don't use Rambo style to solve problems. So by using Rambo style, there one no be kwa kogu weni masi because ube chishin krofo bebre. Ube investigation ni nyinanu na ni nyinanu enko eden enko sifi. Who is losing his integrity? Who the government in power. So use intelligence. Intelligence should try the SCA about sa gold ni dollar and some ni contain and some way you know. any civilized country, you should use intelligence first. Anka aseno krapo no answer by now kwana on my phone yanti here. This who the name or the person called Alaji before you come to the public. But if you just go and talk about Alaji being neta operation, they have to know who the end of the matter. And they say you are playing with the emotion of the people. And then I can say play with the emotion of the Ghanaians, no, by creating an impression. Say, "Ooh, ye when in reality you are doing nothing. Need and to assume and to using intelligence other than Rambo style of solving our problems."
Richard Suma of the Movement for Change. And what's in no. Next to come, Ura, Benjamin Isari of the New Patriotic Party. Arresting and interrogating persons who are politically exposed. Is it suggestive of any criminal conduct on their part?
Of our mention, I mention a tea form pimpin, Mutie, a neat FM. Enyumre of amedas say minua na okasa no listo nsembia okeka keka no in fact platform ya neso I say ma otiase say we should stop the jokes na yenye serious kakra wo mamu ha because ensemo a ifi na numu ba okeka keka no SSA NDC for no mo get in a class and another danko Kufuado or seven the term when lose election. And no na ya no mo confused ewo ho no. Nana adodanko Kufuado. Ghana emra ene nhihye ya ye faso edidi o mampani wo o mamu ha no. O try 8 years. Ye ntuna mfiri akonwa so. Sene ye two John Dramani Mahama the president. A obeye former president and wasa obeye president. Yetu no 8 years na esu otwa no wantimi antwa wo Ghana fo hu no se wo ye incompetent nti eni kwa se ye mane to aso nti ya mana nto aso ene wakwa akosua de na Ghana fo se wasua de kakra nti on samra ne enso ne nhwe na nado danko Akufo-Addo ne term no as president 8 years watwa ne pepepe nti se omo begina mframam no omo ka se enu nti na na nado danko Akufo-Addo olusu poto na I think say they omo ye mistake kese pa ya omo ntenase na omo read na omo hu se na nado danko Akufo-Addo when lose election ofa edika aka se wa na nado danko Akufo-Addo ehu bibi papa bi wo mu na onim se uwo nimde a obetimi de aboa o man no kyekere na wo ma wo sa akwanya no se bra na ye nkyekye wo man na ye nyina ye nkamom na ye nhwe se o man ni betimi akọ nanim na se wo fa sa akwanya na nado danko Akufo-Addo de ma wo no so na wo de bu o man na po ana se wo de bo o man no kro no a time na ebeduru onum sesi ya no esese wo kọ na wo ne mra no kokodi New Patriotic Party amanyuku enya de a ye beba be shirdi obi a se obi akwa corrupt act enti no esese ye bo na chi dom abra emra no wo pefe anase evidence wo honum se wadi drum anase wa ye kata ahye de a etia wo man no enti ye be kwa support nipa do ye nye sa nemum ekwan na wo fa so a wo de kwa chi nipa no sa Rambo star na ekoso no eno na ye ka ho asem afa ye de ni ekoso nsem trefo mo maye Ghana fo nyina eti omo hwe ni ekoso bia na Ghana fo nyina nso enitua omo aso demu omutie. If this is the way John Dramani Mahama president on the NDC epeso omo kona no problem se ne omo kan mire bi se emre ye ni nkaso no saa ebedu ho no yenso ya be refer omo because enipa na wakwa cheno doesn't mean say enipa no ya bonu ko edu se waye corrupt ana se ya bua no fo se waye katashi wadi dream bi a esese ye de ne ko prison ana se ye kwa akobọ ne ko edu wo se wo ye investigations what to suffer nipa no so omra na ye investigations so does it mean say utie lusto wa asem a wo kan nipa na ya frɛ no say omra no meboa investigation no na che so ye corrupt. How can you make such statement? Say nipa na ye so omra na yenye nhwehwemu omeboa na yenye nhwehwemu no wo lusto wa na wo gina wo na wo kasa no wa criminalizing nipa no say ono no wo ye koromfo adenti na ese yakɔ sa wo ye kromfo a oba ya amutie nanum ase mo ama ni bill the same thing and wo to nsafre abronya bro regional chairman ono so kotena ho the same thing na mo agya say ya te se ne minua ne kae no omo be ye say ya up and down me say NDC for John Dramani Mahama ye ni mo omo NDC ba amanyo eba konwa so omo ba be di akonwa 2012 and omo ma ye te ase say John Dramani Mahama betimo didrusu o say John Ajekum Kufuor ni ministers 21 docket aye ready omo de omo be court no omo akọ jail omo ADAKABRI ekowie akire no NDC time na betimo didrusu aye attorney general no wantimi amfa MPP ni ba akokora ankwa fiase se wadi dream anase waye kata hyehye enso omo ma Ghana fo nyina ate ase se 21 docket aye ready omo de NDC fo mpemfo no omo start omo kochi nipa na omo akwa no problem omo nhwe se omo de oman ne mra ebe ye adwuma we are in support of say omo de oman ne mra na ye adwuma na obi a omo susu se oman ne sika anaso oman na japade akwa kodi ne obi ana yenko ne yenko nkoje because wuntimi mfa akwanya oman ne de be ma wo se fa som oman no na wo mfa nya ho anaso wo mfa sa opportunity no emfa wia oman na emom ne ekosu o fure nipa na toto na no a eno nkire se ofa nipa no yebua ne fo se corrupt act bi ebon no ho anaase bibi se nti ofa me de se ne minua no kan ne me nka ne bebre na nado danko akufu adokora aka kire na point is say obi am very no na wonko face accountability because se wo fi se ohuso a enya de a obedwan ne mra se wonim se adwumadi a obedi ya odidi a oman no wamfa wo ho ankofrofro efi anasa wamfa ho ankofrofro aponiema bia ne corruptor of ohuso ye frewa anopa awia nwumra a obekọ na emum onto nsamfre nipa na ma ne resist arrest na se obekọ Rambo Star no wakọ akọche na bra oti ne fie no problem eno no de ye ni problem bia ho of omo family anya adwuma na ne ye kọ no ye de to ho baako minim se mire ni beduru ho se ne NDC fo ye omo adane ajeman ya omo so omo ntie obia no of family no so beso eduru ho no mo a ye be refer omo baako enti me de me support se accountability obi anko ye to nsafro ba bia na oye adwuma na nado danko akufu adodu to ho se ye adwuma na se John Dramani Mahama president waba na osusu se bibi anko ye wo ho nti bra ne entoto wano na be kire mu ne anko ye ne bra na be kire mu a ofa I think se ne kwan so ano no esese omoye na omode mra no eye adwuma obi ani omu ni problem se omo be investigations afa enema bi akoso a omo no susu se omo wa evidence a esese nipa na ye de omu gina mra nim na mra ne omu di ofa problem bi ani o nti omo nkoso no omo nyu omo adwuma
right Benjamin Isari of the New Patriotic Party no atene no Joshua Sikanate of National Democratic Congress yentie we
ADAKABRI medase na modin kan mechi Ghana funyina na mechi awete funyina na nsema olokodo no mpenyinse se enim bebia se enim bebia efia no kire de bebia rekono no ho beto chima kakra yehwe Ghana nsema osisi wo Ghana amrimu yi onye nsema ebinsi da yehwe 1966 tama Kwame Nkrumah beye nzama kesema Ghana yetumponko dum pepesu bi yenya generals bi today General FIFA wo beye nzama pia later they face the firing squad because of mismanagement and embezzlement. Onon Tonchen, yeshe 1979 June 4th revolution. University for Ghana, student in Ghana. What budget Rollins do the then young Rollins. Let the blood flow. Netimu the dream na keteshe wakodu Ghana. Inti abadi na Rollins here o make sure there or sentence or man some military generals be today a champion for Otubeji Golf. Na General Utukano, they faced the firing squad, and they were silenced. Eshe Kalabule market, or a Mokola. Rollins man was saying nina. No chere na Rollins or General man no mamba for no pede Ghana of an intampefra. Yeshama Rollins handed over. Or the mark for Kufo kwache tatuchi kata Sunday wabra tatuchi kata oko church service oko bompai ye nyina ye nimde Sunday ye day bia tatu onfa na soro di indiagol Kufo suma bia na ifo mo kwache tatu Victor Salome no da ne hospital na Kufo suma ye mo kwache Victor Salome wo jeli no ndc for yanka hwe in the yellow power yesterday yeba dream na ketesha and a Ghana fo wole bompai de yemra power ne yembetete MPP fo no yeba de so yedi ose le yoyo na Ghana fo lisi de MPP fo wole wiade MPP fo wole wieska MPP fo wole na mamen country adakabe so wo to me there be di omane do nefa omane 1 cedi so obi enyansu anom ewo kwabra oyawo na aye so eba na be wi omane ska 1 million Ghana cedi no bi enya egwantenado ensuade wo school bi today na vrongo dia no cheda wo na aye it is enya president bi inde wabe oye 98% action 2% talk oye John Dramani Mahama no le ejuma ode ye bona abado yeken NDC nso fi power MPP foba na appointees ayewo this day no why wrong bia I also won't face the full rigors of the law we support it Ghana no onye NDC onye MPP dio oye Ghana fu nyina ye ndia na onam adwembone a na nado na ne appointees what the be anything no ono no we bedu ye ndani osiden na ye train no onam form mpo ye nwie yet your money mun MPP for say wa go to train aba wo be hyehyɛ tematum pakadan wo wie was the train akonya accident wa akɔbɔ eyi aboso kan macho ma train enya accident yantene ho asɛm bia it obanden na ifom training po wan ye wie na sesi a wodi train ko fa ewim no train na ye hu wo wie so we $2 million hwɛ Ghana sesi ete ekomle de ye no Ekukroma, ekomle the Ghana Frankasa. Ghanaians are fighting against poverty. Ghanaians are fighting against hardship. Ghanaians are fighting against electricity load shedding. Internet yeska, ye debe your money ye. Internet your mama obe no say no. We are starting work from now. Because Donald Trump lay your America no. The same thing John Mahama so lay your Ghana. Setemase itino obe no si ora won ko hwehwe awona wowo akufado na abemu a we wiaga ne ska nyina ni yenji ska no ni efanye omani yi woko hwe no Raymond Acha Kofi Boache dom level awoko hwe no wose de ska ye betima Jeffrey MPP fo wo ye $21.6 billion na ye po ye ko IMF ha ayi na IMF de man $3 billion. This a Ghana for young kasi ye better menya $21.6 billion for Ghana. Abadita ni yen support John Mahama ni yon onjis cannot find your money. In there, member studio MPP for P no frame. Most of the course are bani MPP. There NDC for ya yade there yet MPP for. It's young condonian so one pa ni andi discani in and I see it as a patriotic way because yenya MPP fumpo no budget NDC for ye move ye what can they know MPP fu pi wo wa we wiade na ye MPP fu ye beboa NDC for ni achichi wona atuma president na Richard Suma na Benjamin Asare wo betena studio no what can they ye use Rambo style
no
we want the country to work and Ghana is going to work again. No, Richard.
I'm coming. No. Say,
what you said.
We need to combat corruption and retrieve Sikabia Akko waste.
And that is what we are doing.
Richard. To Chachuchi Kata. Is that the right way? Say no, the right way. We are all fully supporting NDC.
Yes,
but here can say okay, NTC I work using Rambo.
You invited in your share there. You share in same name. You change same name yesterday. No. This year, wait your $2 million. I'm on Kofubi or Sky Train. Train now, I'm back. Scanning so you into Professor Omiya Okufi. Battery Kukwemu. Ni yen hwehwem ni yen James scan ni fa your money. Ano so Ramos.
There be nyina yet here. But inviting your citizens for questioning no. It should be some diplomatic way and one I can say your money here chachu no. And diplomatic men use the same
diplomatic
approach.
Way now you inviting no. On not Rambo style.
There be
who there the military men ye kwache Kufi there ombete ye better to na.
And say ye kochino na se be se be hwehwe asem ma ya $2 million na.
How the mama comment sem no.
Ko asem no do.
Richard Suma na
Benjamin. Richard Suma.
Na Benjamin. Wabet na studio
we are fully in support of NDC. There be
but mama no kwa
there obi ankasa
Nancy Yamu 3 days ago our Nigeria Babangida Memorial Book Launch. Nanado beka there. Onam high cost of living. Na economy na one manage ni year nintino. Na Ghana for what you protest biti anaban. No man na ban ye unpopular. Na kasa wa tunenum tu. Intino o support Mahama leye ende no. Hwe nkrofu pi no ma won tumi wo Nana Akufo-Addo na bem. Professor Frimpong Martin at the NDC for your invite na. Because oben odi no kwa. Professor Frimpong Martin MPP. Odi no kwa. Ama yehu there no ono baby what the question Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology no. Oye neduma oye mo se no fata. It's ye inviting. Ye inviting me bo Alandi. Me bobo MPP for who have been honest and worked for the country. You understand? Alan Tremantin also brought some suggestive ideas to the 24-hour economy. But Efan Professor Emeo Nkufia dream Shamaosi Temahabo Nansia ECG dream osi then na ECG for wakoto materials $500 million. No what about to port? No what now ma a wallet can. No because to them material na 100,000 Ghana cedi. We are them people now want to material now wakoto on $500,000 no. Wabato na ma ECG $300,000. Them no we are mana. Them no we are mana. Eya me yenjin omanion. What's it? Mo oman no year. Se Ghana ye year o ye year ma ame na ADAKABRI. O ye year ma Benjamin Asare. O ye year ma Richard Suma. The man na o ye year ma awona wato na de wo gwam na market. Enti no NDC yaye agenda. Yaye na agenda ye betete MPP for. Enti no say wo fie na nim e wo information bia de obi awie sika. NSS scandal. Ya friend Krofo gift your wire says ya we guan or Morocco. Ya bekwa kwache na aba. Finance Minister. Oye papa no she white na dey be okenkan all my Bible quotations. So aba. Ono so ye betutu na ni e jail no. Into the jail no dey from now till 2028 no. Ye jail ye bet jail MPP for today 200. Oye ade order because we have the evidence. Into aura the aura is here to stay. We are going to empower.
We phone sir no ahwe wo de no. Say boni bimpo any investigate na possibly ya prosecutor. Akwani e be fast so they investigate no. Do we allow that to overshadow asempa na da hono no? E bia o man ahwe sika and o man ahwe sika.
ADAKABRI oye mu hu there work there kwana ye fa do de investigate. Yamfa sojafo ankwache ameyo kumfi ene yamfa
in a case of abronye action letter invite no the omra nti ameyo kumfi for whatever the situation no I want to mention letter and country the omra than to go to aye ni fie kwesi ada no 6 am kwache no than to go to Chachu.
There are so many
listen,
means
listen. My question, Emra, you perceive both sides, and focus on Amia Kumfinkwa. A state agencies, you know. I di asemaja wo say. Omo muani enhunu assembly ani so. Or the omo ye nyina no ye hunu assembly ani so a attorney general the prosecutor. No kura no na ye hwehwe. De obi ani mfa ho ne ye hwehwe. It is a Chachu, but you sorry them. You go find the first them na ye den. Right? We but see that
Victor Salome no hospital. On the yare pub.
Political class monti asem kakra. Munmienu nyina na ye kama asemu. Enya no kura na ye hwehwe. Enya dance ye na ye hwehwe. Enti mo betena se. Na de be investigating agencies no omo ya ade na ye de ahyam. Omo ya ade na ye de ahyam. So we want to find your comment. Say Chachu kofa na sorry dem no. Ana ye den. Papa we uko ya kofa no over 75 uko yi ni frimpong ma no pa no nsia no ana ye den. Adenti ana bronye de wo na letter say omra.
Abronye.
Onko ya brante.
Abronye na asem no ye allegation. Enwa allegation on radio. Intino na ye pedo oba no be provide evidence. There in some me koka on radio no or no crowd them me wo me evidence. I watch them Mahama wa transfer 550 million.
Na wo na letter say omra no. O man makurati wa would they not support the view say what can say the akoko yi ano. I suppose to say papa idi na ye be technical. Nyini ba nyina na te ase. Enti no frɛ no ye ka so wo hwehwɛ enti ase wo asɛmnum paperwork omo hwehwɛm ne ehunu sɛ mfumso bi akoso a hene na mfumso no kɔ so kwan na bi a wɔyɛ culpable na bi a akɔkyere nipa koro enti wo ahwɛ ye kwan a wo fa so akɔkye no ebe overshadow ade a wo ye no
Adakabre wo means of information transmission. Ebetima send obi information via WhatsApp. Ebetima send obi information via email. Onye through writing and a phone call nkotin. Internet ebisa me ya okunfin so there. Wo man WhatsApp message and now was sending a telegram and now the NDC na ya ban yes the 24-hour economy. So we are coming to be innovative in even transmitting information. It behoves you Adakabre here to also find out from Professor Meyo Okunfi there. Wo man WhatsApp message and now because yentimen store kekeni inviting. Say, into the NDC government did due diligence in inviting Professor Meyo Okunfi. You use Rambo style BR. And now I'm going to state it and clear there. John Mahama is not going to support anyone, be it a member of the NDC, be it the member of opposition or Obetiamra. I think what is happening now, or what? Oh yeah, ne kwanimu. Na ne kwanimu no. Obia wobetu nsa frɛ no via WhatsApp, via Telegram, via conference call bia no. O deba. Inti MPP fo no wo pede wo fa sam you no wo ye na yi, but there are various means of transmitting information. We transmit information via Gmail. Ebi kura was a Hotmail account. Ebi was a abade via phone calls. Internet want me to know what kind of NDC you use Rambo style now. We are doing due diligence. We are going to invite anybody who matter. Obia no born was semini mubiane. You be inviting. No, nye dem semi yunkotin. Poalungu irrigation dam. $12 million no. You be freba omia na nkrofo. And we will make sure we prosecute by omia.
Yeah, kase no. Information available. Say Obia ma Professor Meyo Okunfi prior notice. Ebi abra report from my way. Na afempo na nura no a onkofi no a osansa wadwene sa fe denka woditin no eventually na word about say moma ne nko ne omra no me postu bill no na sureties on famra and the time ade man no onura na ogiar man kofi waba but in the bill hu no manyina aba basan giar so onkofi it now we are asking a queer fast to go chire no and no subject of discussions no how has that helped in the investigations? Because what's I'm running no wabaso ampa oba so no we not go through processes no what supposed to be no what others won call now we here na be san frɛ no there the kwan o fa so ko kire no no e fan ya o fa so ko kire chachu no e fa so dia be na ba so ma o man no That you busa
faswa wa bado ama oman no there. Oman no says ya wenya GD ewo National Investigation Bureaus funu womu. Oman funu wenya GD wo iyoko fu womu. Oman funu wenya GD wo Attorney General fu womu. Abadincha na America na dem. Yet before I ever jitu no ye catch the Ghana for there. Ye ba ye bet chinkrofo. Until there is something called the perception of the people. It says here if the public perception was at 50% there NDC for yen yeshia. Says here it has jumped to what 80%. Says here nkrofo nye gidi wo NDC fu omu there. Ampa Mahama oka there obechichu MPP for wa for maniska ewo kwambone do no. When ye gidi wo manimu. This is the time Adakabri or they support ye move no. Now support the way
Opuni Ekojina court how many years?
It was 8 years.
And the DNS Opuni.
Went to man for because Opuni
and a Jomama be this time Akojana.
Jomama.
Aye.
Jesus obey Jesus ni ministry no.
Jesus
ni ministry. Obi betime the 8 years. Obi 4 years. Obi ye bibi.
Joshua. John Mahama obedi sign wa konwa so.
Obedi 4 years.
4 years and 48 months.
48 months.
And as I see ye work February. Eko na wie ye.
Yes.
Just
Waka 45 months.
46 na aka.
46.
Right?
Yes.
Ye de na catch John Mahama say. In as much as I say all for Philly say awasema kan ye no. Ye be chichire MPP for no. Mo mani remfi na onye bibi profound. Emwa oman no mpuntuo na onyama nipa bi so nchechire nipa bi wonchen at the end of it all no the obeye no obechechire nkrofo ye rebefi na emum oye bibia e impacted positively on Ghanaians ye remfi da
Adakabri was Paul Lambantem or Chire Dikanfo. It doesn't matter there 8 years and now 4 years. Mahama circle Dubai or the 3.5 years not the year. Kaswa Interchange 3.5 years. There ye dey be to jail na ye be use 8 years. Ono do lekeboy job. Mahama will make sure anybody who has taken a dime in this Ghana will be put behind bars because it is a promise we made to Ghanaians and we are going to fulfill it. And that 21.6 billion that we said alright no ye be scanning here your money ye what the $3 billion in free IMF home bill. It's in the NDC for your aber and we will not give anybody chance.
Sika mucho bebre dia eka no ye nyira a ye ti studio ha sisia no eni Ghana fo ni nyira no obi agye atum pefe say oman no wan say resources no efresro ba na corruption adani like a funnel be anti sika no ba na corruption na esinki sika no nyira anti no sika no enko into productive sectors na bema economy na aye buoyant yachi atum ena still yachi atum se obi a wafa katahihye ni project kwan bia so edi awia Ghana sika ana afa Ghana sika bia enya ni dia no we need our money back. Nobody is in this studio say we don't need to collect our money. They said their opinion bisani say is that the approach the Ghana we want to build to leave it for future generations to come and continue no say na ye pesa yen na say when there is an element of suspicion no then we go after the person other than using the proper approach. Now is that the way? If that is the way there in the Amunka na enchura to honu say anytime we are looking for you know we are either we look let me tell you these are national issues. So respectfully Sika my brother you cannot say Sebia you send Professor Mayor Kofi a WhatsApp message inviting even assuming without admitting say they sent him a WhatsApp message.
There wasn't any message sent.
Should that
check with close sources to him?
Anti of Adakabri. Ubisa say
close sources to him.
Yes, Chachu call financial. Eddie Chachu, Eddie Shemunu. How much of that money did we? Yes, Chachu caused financial loss to the state. And yes, Nakufoka and Omuchi Chachu, Omukofa Chachu was sorry demu, Omu Jeli Chachu.
Sikano, how much of Sikana Ewesi and I retrieve? Not even $1. So all we are saying is that let us find proper ways, sir. You find Gigi Yesika, share finance minister same way. And I yet na see Richard Jakba. Any Crawfordimu, echo finance minister fear to go and ransack the place or go and do whatever there. Nobody understood. Initially, there was a even from the OSP said. Assembly can orchestrate to make it look like say Obimu Abe invading a fear. Last minute, what did we see? The majority speaker in parliament ended up apologizing to what? Keno Foriata later on investigation and I leave. Let us build a country. Any the movement for change. We were proposing so many things that about me fighting corruption. Yeah, proposing several things. Say, yeah, this one and Kasikano, we must stop the leakage than trying to let the leakage go, and then now you are going to do what? Go after one who say fuel, I go from 8 million standard. One who say petrol, now diesel, I go from 8 million standard. So you must prevent the diesel and the fuel from flowing onto the ground. Now wait, say diesel no go from where? Nothing now catch said who are driving tanker no you got you now you call extractive fuel from the ground because we want our fuel. Let us use intelligence rather than strength. Strength don't build nations, intelligence na then a building nation and one there yeka
offer medase Vamba Joshua me kwai
Benji kasa
offer the fact say oye campaign ujina campaign platform so e ka say me ba mechichi MPP for ayeto abama unti no osole anopa uti di bia ebeba utirim bia o se me kwa akwachi nipa kro abra uni evidence because me ka say me ba ban mu a MPP for mechichi wo mo nti eno an say ye nkoso ne ye nchichi nko minua ne te hanom say because of sky train because what say di ne keke kra no efemu de kra ye nyanwie nti ebeda ye esoro de. You see, this is something I can say. You cannot even think outside the box because of what you say. Train see a family DM Quentino. What is here? See a baby mudiano, and you will be a discount. See a cocochano. Send here, Omo dream, Omoka say even free SHS, just at 20 years. Lino Clanka said just at 20 years, and son yet me a free SHS. The same thing, the same minds. And at this NDC guys, omo person omo use to dibu omano because as someone you can campaign platform so no, at all cost SSC ediso. And what does he evidence? Say any evidence. Enipa ni MPP ni nko ade ye nkonkwoche no. Minia sa wo fre obi so omra no omeboa investigation. Enipa no onye corrupt person. Oso omra meboa ni ye investigation. It is me avili me ho na me ba na se me ne ho ye boania investigations ni ahwe kwaya baby enti memra meboa no does it mean say me person na wo frame me no be you corrupt na why are you doing this to ourselves? Why? Because of hatred, because of Nanado Danko Akufuado I say because of MPP I say ntino mo the hatred and mo pesa mo dibu o man no ni emfaso ni so na mo ye gigi na mo koti ora yi ba ya o mo nsam basa dwumadi o mo ye ankosi aga even though when they don't even have the right to investigate to prosecute ni nyina o mo se ye from ora o mo ye adwuma ni hwe ye no so no o mo de akoma president president ne de koma attorney general say ono and one investigation so adwuma na ora ye ne emfaso e ba so ne den we should be serious in this country na ye governance is a serious business o enya nkwala adwuma say ye to nte sese wotena se na wodwen enti no ofaka say yes you say you arrest some people on your campaign trail but adwuma na nkasa na Ghana for the share wonsa no jaya chichi no ema institutions a o man mra ahya wo so wo nya ta adwuma no na mfa no mo ho asafo na na ofa me no tie John Dramani Mahama at the presidency even communication directorate enkoa no wa appoint ni pa bako 19 Ofa mama chro.
Ubebu din bia me ahwe ana.
Ofa mama ma o. Say ofa wo dia.
Ubekika na fe ye flow say
ofa o platform we ye platform asu yie. Na da bia me ba ha no mo a me make sure say afutu a da bia ode ma ye ne ye de adwuma. Enti say asem bia meka bia no ofa me de me source ne ma na say to watiefo ne wo no say wo fi say enye credible a I have a source a me kire ne me kan me kirem. Enti say enye papa it's up to us see be find out from different source ni ahwese ne yekoso no eye no kra na say enye no ofa asem a me kan eye city news and wo me de sa asem yi beto say communicate John Dramani Mahama enipa bako 19 ofa awo hon mo ye abra communicate information minister kra no e wo aside enti enye job for the communicating directory enquire why na mo betena se na mo ye adwuma abu o man na mo man no agina pempenso no mo de wo man no amamuo na dane nte na moto say seriousness bia any governance na mo pese mu bunum eno ansa ne ebeba mo adwi mu bia se munye bia na mo aye na say government na dane galamsey government galamsey everywhere they say NDC aban adane galamsey babia mu to galamsey left right center adai galamsey ene ye wo mamu han ma ye wo Ashanti regional minister o ma grace period say catch galamsey yes and say meba mumfa 2 weeks enye galamsey na meba beche mo say na mo man na ba beduru
but Ben
afa
won't ne busa say ye pay information that $2 million no kwan a fa so free government of Ghana account a call South African entity almost for more single purpose vehicle and no yes no. No question ye busa say a kwan be a fast so and past 6 a.m. you ko ni fie enkwala nketo no mo akosto omo na omutimi nyane no say na aba onya chance to be free nipa ba ko mienu bi ma omo be kan no ho ansa na omo ne eko no eno ho asam any kasatintin yo but does it stop us from finding out say edien na onim fasa $2 million na yedi akoma sa ankrofo no sa single purpose vehicle na form ya yitimide atwin sika no edien na onim fa ho sa sika no so no finance ministry for ede aircon na onim could he be helping them to appreciate asema asiana rather than ye nyina ye happen on kwan fa so a ye de be che no
fa mpanimfo se bibia ankoka papa ka papa enye trade se ne wo kan yi ofa menye sure se abronye issue eba ye what is amanfo ka ho asem se ne wo kan yi se ye invite abronye so omra no omra meyi nsem bia no ofa the same thing and na say National Bureau for no omu invite prof so omra no omumra onu so mra mechirechire nsem no meyi nsem ano of I doesn't take the fact
are say, you happy say Ghana $2 million out of $3 billion omu project is omu be adwuma bi no ye dia common crofo na single purpose vehicle ye kokko ye and na ye dia man crofo no you see I net liability
I'm not
are you happy
no I'm not happy at all
but do you think say or you worried to say what he knows
not
about
not at all and no na me person me kire say wono na in charge and na sa issue na ba wono necessity ebusa na kwan ya ye fa so a ye di 2 million no ekokoma South Africa company na wo ka ho asem no wono pe na ye nipa obetimi a kirekirim and na Nana Danko Akufo ado anim se owonim de and wo de no koto sa side wo say onhwe no ni sa adwuma no enti se wa hwehwe han ana se wa ma wani adabo na se sika na fa won sase akodi baabi abo man na boka
no kura hwe me dis kan ko ya on your blind side
yes that is the causing financial loss to the state se bibi sa wa of ambi
more political for the be no miemia no mu free say mu expose mu nkrofo mu free say minister for the do say na omo ye mindful of say adia all ye no he may end up saying no nko na benya problem obekwa problem they bring nipa bebre
fantina me
but bia wo de waso to forma be hu say bi kwa na onye onim time of finance ministry kra efa home ye Sundays kana
enti na make us offer saa kwan we so na offer Rambo Star na ye ka ho asem e de kokko harazi nipa na eno information a wo pe na wo de benya the bottom of the case no unya information no eno offer ma bet na countless time aba be ka say enya dia New Patriotic Party amanyokuo ye ba be soso omo a katahye anase omo ahwe shehan amanensa afa bibi ase ama oman na hwere japade bi ye nsoso so enti ye ya prof ye bu no ye respect no na mum
de onim bia wanka
on kanchire aman on kanchire oman no yes ne hu se asem na omo kan e yampa se mo hwe ha e nhwehan e ma sika we ekokodi ba bi a oman na boka na ofa se bibi yen kese ye de pepepe ye ne mra be yadwuma na ye hu se enya witch hunting bi anase ye nye bibi because ye kan e wo campaign time say ye ba ye be chichi MPP for enti wo da sorry ya ususu se bibi se ya anko ye bia no na wa paka no apetuo no apame ye nkonkwati ni passport then the substance of it ni ye nya because e be ye political talk
yama rich so ma so mremu bi
Yo,
ya kasa bebrebe fasade we say ho a perhaps are we making the case of a former government appointees no ye momu case na ye worse ana
of ADAKABRI ye ni aye ka say oman no ehia sakraye ehia say ye be call ye name ehia say ye be sisane ama bebre because the governance approach no enye sisi no everybody was serving under the previous government no be no by now they were worried. Obia was serving bia under the previous Nana Akufo-Addo led government bia they were worried. And now obviously no ye nyina yeta John Mahama 24 hours. Say on go after anybody any act of suspicion of corruption bia no on ma nipa no on be yina no. And na ye kaso say Nana Akufo-Addo nakasasu aka kire ni nkrofo no say face responsibility. Me ye hu to say ubedwane free chrome way na adani asema yehwehwe wa ye hu enti no the America no say ye public service no attractive ye public service no a place where people will be willing some of them nim die beba abe solve or many problem they said they are of ADAKABRI bisa Ghana investment or infrastructure investment fund no they cannot disburse $2 million without the consent of the Ministry of Finance. And it said $2 million every man way to South Africa company. A company that will man for iron rod bakubia besi Ghana. Now me say corruption no a syndicate. And yen nipa bakupe and yen give pe NIA accomplice in this corruption saga no. Maybe Ministry of Finance is also an accomplice. And the IA can say muma pe NC ho. So that if you are going after people, use the right approach. And to be what broaching now say na yan expertise be boa or mine na oba na sabi any iota of corruption be aba na all of a sudden work or ransacking fie work on kola or nyina you don't care about the children trauma and kola no be family nyina oni dem found ho de yan say who person mine hu say uye bibi de ani de ento asomie enti yes try and this for no say doing
journalist woman ko kan de ekoso ye forest reserve mu abuse of the forest reserve violating the forest reserve ebe ka kire no ye bu omu memu omu hwe Erastus Asaredonko of multimedia abrantie no adwuma waya he's a source of a lot of information
yes
ebwa oman Ghana ami etumpon recent time me nua ba ko me de ohime tawia enu say Yakobo no akodufu no I mean say thanks to consultants at the University of Ghana Medical Center enaja omiemian ho kakra then reports about City News ej so Yakobo no so we are asking where is help and support coming in for such journalists here omo ye oman madwuma nenso so no unscrupulous persons be so epese omo ememu omo na omo timi di omo awuyi Jonathan Joshua
adakabre mejidi de obia wetu no ho esi ho de opede oboa magana ye fa ye ntampi fra no no or de ye bona about you provide the necessary security man. It's unfortunate there Erastus na awona abubo ndino they went through such ordeal, but minjindi there it will continue since the intel of the current government has been risen to the high alert. Ebenwa awona wo security intelligence for no the
Lance Minister say 44 of our forest reserves, which is just under 300, are under siege by armed illegal miners. 9 of them, he's even telling us, it is not in the state control, which is very dangerous.
The Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Ashanti Regional Minister, they've paid Wako in Miami.
City News in Ino, Rosie Frokra, also na Yedufudu.
Wako Miami,
join a pen saying, a multimedia in your himmy, he could barely walk.
Wako
Yedufudu for no, how many 3 Winani are into a coolie high. On the
year can there, INDC for year can there. It's quite unfortunate. But the Minister of Natural Resources, Oyo Kofi Amaboa, and the CEO of Minerals Commission, way to Anamo, Akwa Galamsey site, Akwa de no, Mole Kodono, Onto Onkoyi Intino. Why provide
where
ultimatum.
Is help and support coming in for such journalists now? The extent of the damage occurs in the various forests.
Definitely, the government is going to extend helping hands to such people. And in the days here, we have to sit with the cabinet and try to allocate some funds.
But have you
for
heard
these people.
Government taking any action against our journalists here?
Yes.
Against Omo Makoye Saboni. A first one here, Erastus, a report to you. Is the impunity with which are dealing with it. They could have killed him.
The security agencies should have been swift in arresting those people, but they have been slow. And
case is a tier warm.
It is step by step. It is early stages in Mohammed's administration. Yenya kade Bibia obeko etia omano. We will stand firm and also fight against it.
But we want elevated action.
Yes, we are going to expedite our actions, but make the Bibia no only the ye prepare ye and yet the my mistakes.
You got journalists we
are going to provide support for them. We will definitely provide support for them. Shemosi Katamanto. John Mahama out of nowhere we provided 1 million Ghana cedi to Katamanto fire.
When you are some of the canon.
Fire.
When you are some of the canon. Mr. Journalists now, but for them, we wouldn't know what is happening in the forest. Support
journalists for no why are they?
Support Ben are proposed to see Ampamomo.
There should be a compensation fund and a health fund for such journalists who go through.
And then I wouldn't provide a conducive atmosphere. Without fear.
The journalists are from private entities. That is why government is saying is going to provide a fund for anybody who suffers such skirmishes.
And it's a
yesterday 24-hour economy. We are going to recruit 20,000 policemen to man all these places. Already the Yatichi China for no sudden they be a to a form of good Ghana. You will gold, you diamond, you will oil. Nancy yenya lithium. It was then the young to me for them ski, you provide the jobs. Because you were far one a corner of far one Otiamra. Ebinuma wo fa won no woni
adwuma nkomo be ye no mu hia so bia be ye say adwuma no
oni dey yenya or dey wo fa mrapado
it him for the yes and be fa wo.
We are going to advertise the positions again. They should reapply. A reapply na qualifier. It is an all-inclusive government.
Date be no dey buy.
Date yesterday obi a ye fan before 7th December.
after 7th.
After 7th December.
No. Before 7th. No,
before 7th, no, there should be a hearing. We are going to listen to their cases.
Wasting time over
on your time wasting. On your time wasting. Or today NIT FM say
state agencies,
we have HR people
according to the dictates of chief of staff in the letter.
Because MPP Fubi were about dating employment, So there was some forensic edit to fish out those who were doing kululu in the recruitment. Into the NDC, yesterday. Mama for man. Richard card there, we promise that we are going to give 6. We are going to appoint 60 ministers. John Mahama has appointed 60 ministers.
Where is help coming in for the journalists who are letting us know what is happening in our forest?
ADAKABRI, before me you are no quickly no. Gentleman Bakubi a friend no Kweku Asante. Ono no ye producer for 7 years television. So you are a mentor. And there is no afternoon of his life until you. And me extending the warm greetings to you since I'm here with you. And
Asante Kweku Asante bandits. In fact, bandits the banner on Babeti a radio station.
In fact, assembly and say Ghana ni problem no your friend no a systemic corruption. Systemic corruption in and say any one-sided aspect of the issue. Any MPP ni NDC asem. Ebanu galamsey dia an orchestrated agenda because Obian himself is a low by the political actors at the top level.
There's a political class, no?
Political class at the top level.
And as you see, when you're bandits, when you're illegal miners,
because Omunomuye, the financiers who come mining center na kasa no boys no go no. They are stooges. Omunomuye and kola keke. They are just being used. The big fishes are out there, and the big fishes too. They are the big spenders. And to Omu here sika de bianti na make say. Bebrenano omunya krapo anka. There is no journalist in Ghana. Onube kwa kodi sao in some way. Because Akoya said you are becoming an obstacle in our way.
When you expose them, they'll fight you.
They'll fight you because if I get
job is it to ensure say
it is the government of the day. It is the government of the day because who na ya vesting your power in you because who na ya the money 2 million year then and the show so that's why we kill to vote for you. And the alleged
the government should ensure safe passage for journalists to know what is happening in the forest
and tell Ghanaians. And the journalists should take action. The journalists should also be given insurance packages, insurance covers, so that this means me risking me who in the line of duty say because looking for information that will combat galamsey. Now that day now be a tobi kami. Now me na apra and now me uwa. What is the guarantee? So be brain na kwa mu nyejuma no mo be fear has been planted in them. That is why Erastus Muniki they are attacking them because when you put fear in them, they can no longer want to do what? To act.
Na say wamunya gold na. Omatimi seize control of forest reserves, Where else can they seize control?
You see, obviously one day Ghana will wake up and they will have no country. They be amikasa see we are the gateway to Africa. You best sorry one day no. Na gate in kwa tumu because Africa no. A lot of countries are thinking now, but yet we are looking for cheap ways to attack each other and killing the nation. It shows that black voter no pollution no starting from a slow no more affecting black voter. Ube wanna the entire na protecting journalists no financial papa to her na creating jobs for the youth financial papa to her na making sure say you bring everybody under the table so that galamsey can be managed so that at the end of the day no journalists who are doing the work protect them not go after them because they
are because this government John Dramani Mahama, the president, Edi Enimuno, and yadia even compensation and now say obebo journalists for no crowd home by so munkoyejuman and yadi obey because of your memuha galamsey NDC for taking advantage of galamsey at the war yes ama galamsey need take almost better 50% of ye down for yenya wo mamu ha ye call election lose ye because even some George Krabe catch there say galamsey no yemfa ho so bo nyina ma Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo because ono the bar stop at him ofa ne asisi ye elections be catch there ye say ukọ eye forest no mu a NDC for taking over the forest NDC supporters are taking over the forest. Ama wokwa we dey the flag asia say higher media at a point kura no or say NDC for na nkasa kura twa wo ho a wo ko. Ofa galamsey no ye wo mamu an yenya minister eye minister o katre galamsey yes say monya galamsey no memamu 2 weeks na me baba betemu minister o ma great regional minister security nyina sha wonsa even galamsey no cry ye kwako fight a ye call on announce na minister betimi agina ho no aka kire ye say me mamu 2 weeks
Ejuma John Mahama yen e bin see that there within 2 months no wa achieve 98% of his campaign promises.
2 months.
You catch one there. You appoint 60 ministers no quarrels we are here. You catch Ghana for there. You be make sure the obia obetu inform a goodie e won sum and now forest reserve you be stop no quarrels ya stop nkrofo no ye catch Ghana for the be set up gold board they are coming to regulate the small scale mining industry. We set up a committee for the gold board inti Mahama na bembo netimu there ye de ose yo ma ye patch Ghana for the one kan na komantu wonyem edwuma na impuntu a wo hwehwe ni nyina na ye be ya ma won it's early days yet mosma ebo a ye hye won yegudo Ghana for wadaye na akomado ye gidi there before 2028 beba no na Ghana ya afa ye ntampo efra manu ato
right Emfa Asida Emfa Emma Benjamin Isari of the New Patriotic Party Asida Enko Emma Joshua Sikanate of the National Democratic Congress and finally Asida Eko Ede Emma Richie Suma of the Movement for Change. Those three and a panelist and ne ome transi no mudi dwuma no ebomu me manti dwuma die ne de bremo dwuma die mi amedi hu chia me from ADAKABRI Mamudu Osuoma anyi kwadwo dame ado ne produce ye oyema kwefiri ye bo ne chidom technical production so no abna frema abankro ehwe etoto but for now na ye sorry no Olakoku Michael oni Abraham Oye na eye DJ Foreigner o mo na de ye be kofi